The shortstop. Dylan Fabricus, the first baseman, will bat third. Austin Menacini, the catcher, will clean up. Xavier Gonzalez, your third baseman, will hit fifth. Martin Rodriguez, a former Sabre dog from last year for the final couple weeks and a product of Minot State, will bat sixth in right field. Kyler Halverson, your center fielder, will hit seventh. Owen Christie, the left fielder, eighth. And Colton Bagshaw, the DH, will round out the nine. And a storyline coming into tonight's ball game for the Horseheads is they have a lot of new faces here in this lineup, picking up a handful of Minot State Beavers. Of course, Minot State University plays here at Corbett Field. A lot of those athletes and a lot of those players coming back here to Minot to start their fall seasons and their fall semester in just a few weeks. So here, coming in, have the opportunity to fill in some gaps for the Horseheads. As of course, if you get back to the end of the summer, a lot of teams' rosters start to thin out a little bit with players heading back to school. So a lot of familiar faces here in the lineup tonight if you're a Minot State University Beavers fan. On the mound for the Horseheads tonight will be Jerson Morales, out for his 14th outing of the year. This will be his 10th start. 4-5 record with a 6.31 ERA, 55 strikeouts to 30 walks through 47 innings of work. Now let's hear the Sabre Dogs starting lineup, announced as always by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off at shortstop will be Justin Cooper, followed by Alan Greer in left field. Stephen Moretto, your third baseman, will bat third. Taylor Justice, the catcher, will clean up. Jordan Williams, DH, will hit fifth. Declan Buckle at first base, sixth. Gunnar McGran, your second baseman, will hit seventh, followed by Jared Breedwell in right field, batting eighth. And Reese Anderson, the hot-hitting center fielder, had a good road trip, average up to 310 now, will round out the nine. On the bump for Souris Valley is going to be the left-hander Eric Wallington, who's coming off of the best start from any Souris Valley starting pitcher this season, picking up the win in Wheat City. 7 innings, no runs allowed, just one hit. A bloop double that was. No walks, 14 strikeouts. Retired the last 17 batters he faced in a row. Was almost perfect in that ball game, coming in with a record of 2.6, make that 3-1 with an ERA of 2.62. A whip just a smidge north of 1 at 1.04. Opponents just hitting a meager 172 on the year. So the 6'6" left-hander in his last start in the Sabre Dogs uniform will look to keep that rolling. Again, his last 2 outings, he's gone at least 6 innings. He's combined for 13 to be exact, 1 earned run in that span, 3 hits allowed, 3 walks, and 20 strikeouts through those 13 innings of work. So big stuff happening for the Sabre Dogs tonight. Again, a lot on the horizon. Let's take a look at those division standings for the Lewis Division, of course, in which the Sabre Dogs play in. In first place in the second half, Souris Valley atop at a record of 19-9. The Big Six right behind them, again, a win away from clinching that second playoff spot at 17-12. The Canyon County Spuds right behind the Big Sticks at 15-15. Now, the Spuds will be playing the Big Sticks. The Spuds, the last threat for Badlands in terms of their postseason hopes. Of course, Big Six can control their own destiny tonight, but if the Spuds can pull out some magic and pick up a sweep against the Big Sticks, we may be seeing something interesting here down the stretch. Right behind them, the Horseheads at a record of 9-19 are second to last, and then the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks in last place at a record of 7-21. Your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, the most winningest team in Souris Valley Sabre Dogs history at 41 wins and counting, is about ready to get set to play ball here live from Corbett Field in Minot, North Dakota. An overcast, moggy day here at the ballpark, but baseball back in Minot always means a bright day in the heart of any baseball fan. So first pitch is coming up next, game 1 of 3, here between the Horseheads and the Sabre Dogs, right your way after this quick break.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Hey Saber Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, pregame show here live on YouTube Live and Mixer. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Game 1 of 3 between the Horseheads and the Saber Dogs just about ready to get underway. As always, at home, we're going to go through our picks to click tonight. It's going to be the first time we've done so since July 14th, Ballard. Ballard Ackaway.
Good to be back.
Good to be
Max.
back.
Good
Ballard
to be back.
Ackaway, our producer here in live. Ballard, as always, you're going first tonight. You've had a long time to think about this pick to click. 3 weeks, okay? Who are you going with as your pick to click this evening here in Game 1 of this 3-game set?
It's been a long 3 weeks, Max. I've had a lot of, like you said, I've had a lot of time to think about
You better have been
this.
studying.
And I've been reading up, and I've been doing my research, and you know what? I think I got to go with the center fielder, Reese Anderson.
I love it.
He's got his batting average up to 310, got a slash line 310, 397 on base, 345 slugging. So you see him every day. He gets the first one to the ballpark. First one here, he's always in the cage, hitting off the tee, getting his swing down. He's putting in a lot of work. So I think look out for Reese tonight.
I like
so
that.
It's the range in center field, but also on the base paths.
3 for 3 in his last start a couple nights ago against the Sasquatch with 4 runs scored as well. Like that pick a lot. I'm going to go with Jordan Williams tonight. Jordan had a fantastic game back on Sunday against Spearfish. Was a home run away from the cycle. Second time this year, he's been 3 legs on the way to the cycle. The other time was against these Horseheads back about 2 months ago. His average is now up to 317. The slugging has increased the last couple of games as well. After coming back from that rib injury, it seemed like he struggled a little bit to find his timing. Of course, then went to the home run derby. And again, was still struggling just a little bit after that. But it seems like he's finally found that groove again that we saw him in the first month of the season. And that's a huge piece for the Saber Dogs going down the stretch here in the middle of their lineup, especially going into the postseason, given the fact that you've lost guys like Bo Brewer and Drew Miller and Ethan Moore now. So I expect Jordan will continue to ride the success from Sunday. I don't know if we'll see a cycle tonight. I'd love to see that, but either way, he's going to stay hot and swing it well, as his name was just announced here in the starting lineup. So you're going with Reese Anderson. I'm going with Jordan Williams. An easy pick as well, Eric Wallington, who has been throwing the cover off the baseball the last couple of weeks here. I expect him to work very quickly tonight, pick up a lot of swing and miss after striking out 14 batters, retiring 17 consecutive in his last outing as well. All right, with that, we're going to take a break for the national anthem and the remainder of the starting lineups announced here in the Magic City. But when we come back, it'll be time to see play. First time here at Corbett Field in over 3 weeks. Game 1 of 3 between the Horseheads and the Saber Dogs coming up next.
Center fielder from South Dakota State, number 16, Reese Anderson. Starting on the mound for the Saber Dogs, left-handed pitcher from Western Carolina, number 29, Eric Wallington. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor the brave men and women who serve and protect this great nation with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight is Miss Lori Carvilla.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts they watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. Just about ready for first pitch here from Minot, North Dakota. On the mound for Souris Valley tonight, going to be the tall left-hander in Eric Wallington, standing at 6'6" out of Asheville, North Carolina. Has been arguably the best arm for Souris Valley in the starting role this season. This will be his 9th start. 3-1 record with a 2.62 ERA, 49 punch-outs to 17 walks through 37 2/3, coming off of just purely a dominant outing against the Whiskey Jacks back on July 29th, where he went 7 innings, picked up his 3rd win, allowed no runs on a hit, no walks, 14 strikeouts out of the 22 batters he faced. So he digs onto the third base side of the rubber. He's about ready to throw his first pitch of the evening. Here comes Victor Vega, the second baseman, to lead it off here for Casper. Just about 88 degrees Fahrenheit here at first pitch, a little bit moggy here at the ballpark at Corbett Field. Cloudy skies upon us as well. As Wallington turns, kicks, and fires. His first pitch of the night is on its way. It is a strike at the knees. No balls, 1 strike as we are underway here live from Corbett Field. Vega having a good year, hitting .429, 10 RBIs. Wallington's 0-1 pitch is a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Vega in his last ball game went 3 for 4 with a double, 2 RBIs. As he digs back into the right-hander's batter's box, Wallington twists and tosses. His 1-1 pitch is swung on a line softly foul to the right side, out of play. Strike 2, 1-2. Now for the Horseheads, not quite a show and go tonight, but they did arrive to the ballpark a little bit later than usual, just about an hour before first pitch. So after sitting on the bus for about 9 hours, here they are playing this ball game tonight. As the next pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. Fantastic start for Wallington as he picks up right where he left off. Strikeout number 1 of the night as he freezes Vega with a fastball on the outer edge of the plate. So 14 punch-outs in his last outing. Starts this one off with a K as well. Here comes Kellen Pete, the shortstop, here batting in the 2-hole tonight. This will be his Horseheads debut, but not his Expedition League debut. Played for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, these SaberDogs last year. As the first pitch is on its way, swinging a foul tip into the glove of Justice for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Was with Souris Valley for the final 2 weeks of the season. In fact, played a big role playing up the middle of the infield for them, a Minot State University product. As the 0-1 pitch is on its way, swing and a miss. Fastball at the top of the zone. Pete went after it, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. So a quick start for Wallington, as he was his last time out, working at a very quick pace, pounding the zone very aggressively as well. Pete digs back in from the right side. Wallington steps back, lifts and tosses. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball runs off the outer edge, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Horseheads coming in, 17-41 this year, 9-19 in the second half. Souris Valley, 41-18. A franchise record 41 wins this year, 19-9 in the second half. Wallington kicks and fires the 1-2, swinging a pop at first base side, slicing out of play. Count will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Your umpires for tonight, the same crew we saw back in Spearfish last weekend. Going to be Forsythe Andrade. As Pete digs back into the box, taps the plate and lifts the blonde bat above his right shoulder. Wallington shakes once, now nods, kicks and delivers. The 1-2 again, misses, down away, gets away from Justice. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Sabre Dogs going with their white home tops, white bottoms tonight, navy blue caps with the red, white, and blue American flag-themed Sabre Dogs logo across the front of their hat. As Wallington winds and tosses, the 2-2 on the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. For the Horseheads, going with the road grays tonight. Gray tops, gray bottoms, bright orange caps with the navy blue brims. Here's Wallington's payoff pitch on the way to Pete. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Foul tip held on by Justice. Back-to-back strikeouts open up this ballgame tonight for Wallington. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. So a great start. Very encouraging start for the Sabre Dogs right-hander. That is now 16 strikeouts in the last 24 batters he's faced. Has been dominant so far. Swing and miss game has been working for him. As that brings up Dylan Fabricus, the first baseman, to the plate. First pitch, fastball, pinpointed on the outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Let's take a look at the starting defense tonight for the Sabre Dogs. Left to right in the outfield, Greer, Anderson, and Breedwell. Moretto, Cooper, McGran, Buckle left to right in the infield. And Justice behind the plate as the next pitch is swung on and missed, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So Wallington looking to open up this ball game with some pizzazz here as he kicks and tosses. The 0-2 on the way, swinging a shot out to right field. Breedwell sprinting back towards the track. It'll reach up in front of the wall to make the grab as that will retire the side. Very good inning of work for Eric Wallington as he sets down the Horseheads. 1-2-3. Faces the minimum here in the top of the first. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Sabre Dogs coming up for the first time tonight. First time at home since July 14th when we return. Game 1 of 3 between the Horseheads and the Sabre Dogs resumes after this.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings, vest up for some laser tag, or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Bottom half of the first inning. Welcome back to Corbett Field. Scoreless. Sabre Dogs coming up for the first time tonight. Let's take a look at the pitcher on the mound tonight for Casper. Here it's going to be right-hander Jerison Morales, 5'10", 190 pounds, out of the Dominican Republic, product of Western Nebraska Community College. It'll be his 14th outing of the year, 10th start, 4-5 record with a 6.31 ERA. Opponents hitting .250, slugging .372. Picked up the win back on August 1st against the Sunfish a couple days ago in relief. Tossed a scoreless inning. A 1-2-3 inning as well. Let's take a look at the Sabre Dogs starting lineup tonight now, announced by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off as per usual the last couple of weeks will be Justin Cooper, 3 for 6 with a double. His last start has been tearing the cover off the ball the last couple of weeks. Alan Greer will follow in left field. Steve Moretto in the 3 spot at third base. Taylor Justice, your catcher, will clean up. Jordan Williams, right behind him, will bat 5th in the DH spot tonight. Declan Buckle, 6th at first base for the first time this year. Gunnar McGran hitting 7th at second. Jared Breedwell, your right fielder, will hit 8th. And Reese Anderson, who's been swinging it incredibly productively, will bat 9th in center field. So here comes Justin Cooper to the plate, and we mentioned it. He has just been splendid at the top of the Sabre Dogs lineup the last few weeks. You're obviously an all-star representing the Lewis Division a couple weeks ago over in Casper for the All-Star game. This last road trip, starting really in Gehrig, Nebraska, was where things started to lift off for him, and that's a pretty big statement because he was already swinging it very well before that. Average now up to 397, a couple of clicks below 400. Hit 1 homer on the road trip. That was in western Nebraska. Now his 2 homers, 33 RBIs. He's played some stout defense as well. Coming into tonight, he's picked up a hit in every single one of his ball games played since July 11th. 16-game hitting streak for him as the first pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 22 stolen bases for him as well. 541 on-base clip and OPS 25 points over 1,000 at 1.025. 1-0 pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Morales from the first base side turns, kicks in, tosses the 1-1 pitch, swinging the fly ball down the right field side and foul, slicing out of play, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So, of course, the most obvious hitting streak that comes to mind this year, particularly for the Sabre Dogs, was Bo Brewer's 31-game hitting streak that smashed the previous Expedition League record. So the 1-2 pitch is on its way. Swing the ground ball right up the box. Shortstop Pete ranging to his left. Dives, picks it up, but he'll have to put it in his pocket as Justin Cooper will beat it out. So there's another hit. 17 consecutive ball games for Justin Cooper with the base knock as this one opens up play here in the bottom of the first inning. A ground ball right past the pitcher, Morales, who tried to stop it behind his back, swiped his glove to his left, got past him. Pete, the shortstop, was able to stop it on the outfield turf a couple steps out there, but Cooper runs well enough to beat it out. So that'll bring up Alan Greer to the plate here. 1 out. Make that 1 on, nobody out. Righty on right, Morales from the stretch, first base side. Lipson fires. His first pitch is a breaking ball, swung on and missed, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Now for Cooper, 17 games in a row with a hit. The previous record in the Expedition League for a hitting streak coming into this year was 15, owned by E.J. Reynal in 2018, a former Sabre Dog, and Bryson Ford, a big stick, in 2019. As there goes Cooper, swing and a miss, make that swing and a foul straight back for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, so Cooper will have to head back. So, of course, if not for Bo Brewer's 31-game hitting streak, Cooper would have broken that record a couple days ago. So he's right behind Bo Brewer in that category. Just shows you the offensive onslaught Souris Valley has been able to piece together this season. Seems like it gets better and better as the days go by. Cooper takes his lead from first base. Morales from the stretch, pauses at the belt. A quick move to first base, no throw. Cooper back in safely with a head-first dive. Sabre Dogs coming into tonight, second in runs scored behind the Sasquatch at 531, fourth in on base, 416 clip, third in slugging at a 428 clip. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Cooper goes again. Fastball runs inside and hits Greer on the front shoulder. So he'll take off the elbow guard and trot towards first base. Now the home plate umpire is going to bring him back here. I believe he's saying that maybe Greer leaned into it. So now both Droddy and Forsythe, the umpire crew, will have a conversation here. From my view, it was tough to tell, but it looked like Greer just turned his back towards the hill, as any hitter normally would, to try and back out of the way, and they are going to put him at first base. So it looks like the initial call was that Alan Greer leaned into it, but they're going to overturn that, so it'll be a hit by pitch. Cooper was going on the pitch. No stolen base will be recorded for him, however. First and second, nobody out here for Souris Valley as they look to threaten, or they are threatening. They look to get on the board for the first time tonight. Here comes Steve Moretto to the plate, having a great year, hitting .348, 7 homers, 33 runs batted in. 2 for 4 with a couple RBIs back in his last start against Spearfish a couple of days ago. Runners take their leads, first and second, nobody out. Morales pauses at the belt, first base side. Kicks and fires. His first pitch on the way is cut on a miss, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Big rip from Moretto right there. Moretto also had a really good road trip, now tied for the team lead in home runs with Ethan Moore. His last home run came back in Wheat City on July 27th. That was him homering in back-to-back ball games. And the series over in Spearfish picked up 3 hits, 3 RBIs as well. Slugging .626 this year, an OPS of .995. Runners take their leads. Morales pauses. Inside move to second. No throw, so Cooper will get back in standing up. And that's been a big key for Souris Valley here, threatening with 2 of the fastest men in this league at the top of their lineup. Obviously in the head of Morales as we speak. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, Mendocini to the backstop. Waltzing into third base, standing up goes Cooper. Right behind him is Greer. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, nobody out. Runners at second and third here in the bottom of the first inning, so an ultra good spot here for Steve Moretto to add to his RBI total. And remember, he's tied for the team lead in home runs, top category or top of the leaderboards in RBIs on this ball club just in 29 games. Again, arrived a little bit later here onto the scene, June 16th to be exact, about 3 weeks into the season. Has been such a pivotal role piece in the middle of the lineup as the 1-1 is swung on a hit in the air out to fairly deep left center field. Alverson scampering towards the track. He'll camp underneath this one to make the catch for out number 1. Tagging from third and scoring is Cooper. To third goes Greer. So a run is in, a sacrifice fly, and an RBI for Steve Moretto puts the Sabre Dogs on the board for the first time tonight. They lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. RBI number 34 for Moretto. That's his 4th in his last 3 ball games. So Moretto continues to drive in runs. In fact, on the road trip, had a stretch where he had driven in at least 1 run through 6 games for a total of 9 RBIs in that span. So he continues his productivity in the middle of this lineup. Still only 1 out. Greer at third base. Here's Taylor Justice, the catcher, cleaning up tonight. Morales from the first base side, going from the windup with Greer at third base. Cocks the glove behind his head, turns, kicks, and tosses. His first pitch on the way is swung on and flown down the right field side and foul. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Justice's last start came back on the 31st a couple of evenings ago. Went 0 for 4 with a walk, was playing first base in that one. Caught game 1 of the series over against Spearfish. He's back behind the plate tonight for the first time since Friday, hitting at a .306 clip, 13 RBIs. He digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Morales chest facing home plate. Will twist and fire. Here's his 0-1 pitch on the way to Justice. Fastball runs inside. Justice looks to hold back. It will be a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Appeal to second base says he did not go. Justice wearing the high stance socks tonight that you see a lot of big leaguers sport. A good look as he digs in the box with the white cleats, matching the white top and the white bottom Souris Valley is sporting tonight. As Morales turns, kicks, and fires. Here's his 1-1 delivery on the way. Swinging a hard steamer down the right side, but foul. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Morales pounding Justice away for a couple of pitches. He's poked the ball in that direction a couple times in this plate appearance. The pitch sandwiched in the middle of that was a fastball that ran inside. Don't know if that was the intent, but covering both sides of the plate here against Justice early on. Long look in for Morales. Cocks the glove behind his head again. Hesitates, kicks, fires. The 1-2 on the way is swung on and hammered into the gap in left center field. Halverson sprinting to his right. He'll step underneath this one to make the grab for route number 2. Tagging from third and scoring is Greer as he steps on home plate. Back-to-back sacrifice flies here for the Sabre Dogs as they take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. Justice hit that one on the button. Halverson was able to run it down, but he still picks up an RBI, his 14th of the year. So good situational baseball. A single to Cooper to lead it off. Greer was hit by a pitch. Both advanced to second and third respectively on a wild pitch. And then Moretto and Justice bring them in with a couple of deep fly balls. So here's Jordan Williams coming off of one of his best ball games of the year over on Sunday. Was 3 legs of the way to the cycle. And the single, double, and triple. Missed a home run and multiple at-bats by a matter of feet. Picked up 5 RBIs as well. First pitch on the way. Fastball crosses the knees. Splits the plate in half for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Now his 3 homers, 29 RBIs. Hitting .317 with 6 stolen bases. He's DHing tonight. Usually see him out in the outfield. It's the 0-1 is a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams has been pretty versatile the last couple weeks in the outfield as well. We've seen him in right and left and center. Made a very good diving effort yesterday, or I should say on Sunday a couple days ago. Almost held on to make a magnificent grab. So the 1-1 is down low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the thing I've noticed about Jordan Williams is the effort. Valiant diving attempts, looking like a superhero flying to his left and right. And the other day in Spearfish, laid out towards his left, held onto it for his second, slammed it on the ground. It popped out, unfortunately, for what turned into an extra base hit. But got to respect the effort. And again, you got to know he's trying his best to hold on to them. Made a comment about his glove when I talked to him about it the other day. Made a really nice play over in Grand Forks a couple days ago as well against the Whiskey Jacks. As the 2-1 misses well down the way, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that was a big one. That was when Wallington was on the mound. And again, he had his streak in play, of course, with batters retired. That finished at 17 consecutive hitters retired. It was Jake Jelly at the plate who mashed the ball out to left field, and Williams made a fantastic sprawling grab in the track, at the track and left as the next pitch is swung on and pounded to the ground to third. Gonzalez cuts across to his left, picks it up cleanly. The throw to first base is in the dirt, but picked by Fabricus. That's in time to retire Williams and retire the side as well. So a 5-3 put out puts the bottom of the first inning to a close, but not before the Sabre Dogs bring around 2 runs to score on the Steven Moretto sac fly and the Taylor Justice sac fly. Running to the top of the second, Sabre Dogs up 2-0 as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Start planning your summer road trip.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, top of the second inning. 2-0 Sabre Dogs, your score. We're live here from Minot, game 1 of 3 between the Horseheads and the Sabre Dogs. Got to wish a happy birthday to Liam, who's turning 14 today. He's at the ballpark. You actually just saw him on the YouTube live stream taking some hacks with the water balloons. The little brother of our cameraman, Jaden Lopez, down there on the field. Jaden has just done a fantastic job for us, getting incredible shots day in and day out for us. So he's back behind the lens tonight here for us. Of course, with our producer, Ballard Ackaway, also who has done a fantastic job this year. Our team, can't thank them enough for piecing together this broadcast over the last 2 months. We've thanking them so much, thanking you guys so much for tuning in and night out as well. It's the first pitch on the way to Austin Mendocini is a strike, 0-1. Wallington now has a lead, a 2-0 lead. A very quick first inning for him where he faced the minimum as the 0-1 is outside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mendocini, the catcher tonight, hitting .226, 5 RBIs. 1 for 3 with a couple runs scored in his last start. As Wallington twists and tosses the 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Home plate umpire says he went around. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's the run of that fastball on full display there by Wallington. Ran arm side. Started probably an inch or two off the outside corner. Then ran back towards the left-hander's batter's box. Mendocini was fooled. So the next pitch is swung and chopped down the third base side and foul. Kent will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4, 5, and 6 due up against Wallington. Xavier Gonzalez and Martin Rodriguez due up next year. As Wallington climbs the hill, pauses at the third base side of the hill. The 1-2 on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Another heater from Wallington that he blows by a Horseheads bat. This time the victim, Mendocini, as that'll be out number 1 here to open up the top of the second inning. Strikeout number 3 for Wallington. 2 have been swinging, as that'll send up Xavier Gonzalez to the plate. So here's another Minot State product to make that one of the 3 new Minot State Beavers in this lineup tonight. It's the first pitch is up and away with a fastball for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes the count. So he'll be at first base tonight. As Wallington digs back onto the hill here, infield straight up. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. For Gonzalez, he's a catcher. Playing third base tonight, however, out of Desert Ridge High School, Mesa, Arizona, his hometown. As the 2-0 pitch is on its way, swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Majoring in criminal justice over at Minot State, just a couple of minutes away here from the ballpark. As the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that runs outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. So you got a lot of Beavers here at the ballpark tonight. Not only Gonzalez, Rodriguez, and Pete, who are in the lineup this evening for the Horseheads, but Declan Buckle over at first base, Dominic Parkhurst and Matt Jackson in the dugout. So the 3-1 is a fastball that misses upstairs for ball 4. So Gonzalez will take the walk. First base runner of the night here for the Horseheads. 1 on, 1 out. And for Wallington, that's his first walk surrendered since July 18th against the Pioneers, where he walked 3. Remember, he walked nobody in 7 innings of work back last week in Grand Forks. So here comes Martin Rodriguez to the plate, another former Sabre Dog. Was a part of the ball club in the back final weeks of last season as the first pitch is swung and it popped up. First base side will slice out a play. No balls, 1 strike. Rodriguez, just like Gonzalez, also listed as a catcher on the Minot State roster. In fact, caught a couple of games for Souris Valley last year. As Wallington peers in for the sign. Comes set from the stretch for the first time tonight. Here's his 0-1 pitch in the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball down the way. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Rodriguez, in a limited sample, had a great year for Minot State. 12 at-bats, picked up 5 hits, a homer, 7 RBIs. In fact, that homer came in his final game against Minnesota Crookston on May 7th. 0-2 from Wallington on the way is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Picked up a hit and an RBI against Minnesota Duluth on May 2nd, where another Sabre Dogs catcher plays in Trevor Gustafsson. Wallington from the stretch, pauses at the belt, stares at first, down peers in, then 1-2 on the way. Swing the ground ball, Taylor made to short. Cooper picks it up, goes to second for 1. McGrann's relay to first base is in time for the 6-4-3 double play, as that will end the inning. So Wallington able to evade the 1-out walk, faces the minimum for the 2nd inning in a row, courtesy of the 6-4-3 double play. That sends us to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Sabre Dogs looking to add on. They lead it 2-0 here live from Corbett Field.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Life is all about moments, big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom of the 2nd inning. Sabre Dogs up 2-0. Second time to the plate for them as Declan Buckle will lead it off against Jerson Morales. 6, 7, 8 due up here for Souris Valley. Buckle at first base tonight for the first time this year as Morales from the first base side turns, kicks, and tosses. His first pitch on the way is a fastball that buzzes across the inside corner for strike 1, 0-1. 20 games this year for Buckle, hitting .254, 9 RBIs, 13 stolen bases. As here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses down the way, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Played 1 game in Spearfish. That was on the 31st. The middle game on Saturday. Went 2 for 4 with a couple of infield singles. So Morales from the line. Turns, kicks, and tosses. Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way. Fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's picked up a hit in each of his last 5 games, including 2 multi-hit games. So had a good road trip. Has seen a major increase in playing time. As the 2-1 pitch is on its way. Fastball misses down, low ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. He's also been very aggressive on the base paths. Has shown off the speed on the last road trip, really in the last week, post-All-Star break. He's picked up 8 stolen bases. Came into that run with just 5, so he's been showing off that speed and that base running IQ as the 3-1 pitch is on its way from Morales. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 4. First walk of the night allowed by Morales opens up the bottom of the 2nd inning. Declan Buckle will trot over to first base. So we just talked about his speed and his aggressiveness on the base paths. We'll see if he displays that here in this inning as the Sabre Dogs look to add on. That'll bring up Gunnar McGran to the plate, the second baseman tonight. Hitting in the 7th spot, 304, 6 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, 1 for 4 against the Sasquatch back on Sunday. As Morales comes set from the stretch for the first time this frame, he lifts and fires. The first pitch is a fastball that misses down, low ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. For Morales, walks haven't been too much of an issue. 30 and 47 innings of working, and that's a lot of innings here this season. This is 10th start, 14th outing. Most he's gone into a game as of late, 7 against the Tommyknockers in a shutout performance on July 9th. As there goes Buckle, pitch on the ways down the way, throw down to second base is high, tag applied, is not in time. So right on cue, Declan Buckle steals second base. It's going to be stolen base number 14 on the year for the Sabre Dogs versatile infielder. Now 9 stolen bases for him in the last week or so as he puts himself in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes to count here on McGran as he's in the driver's seat right here. That game against the Tommyknockers was quite an interesting one for Morales, who went 7 shutout innings, but the Horseheads would lose that game 9-8. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swinging a line shot, center field with some sink. That's down for a base hit as Halverson plays on a hop. Buckle getting the wave around. The throw to the plate is now cut off. Buckle will retreat to third, so he holds a single for Gunnar McGran. A rocket right back up the middle of the diamond for his first hit of the night. Second collectively for Souris Valley. That sets up a first and third spot here with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Miklos deciding to hold Buckle last minute. Again, nobody out, not trying to get a runner thrown out at the plate. Halverson's throw back to the diamond wasn't fantastic as it was cut off by Fabricus, the first baseman, well to the right from the home plate view of the pitcher's mound. Would have forced the catcher, Mendocini, to range towards his right. However, Fabricus was up with it quickly, likely would have made a relay throw to the plate in plenty of time to retire Buckle, so a smart move by Miklos to hold him. Here's Jared Breedwell, righty on right. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball that darts towards the ground, down the way ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Breedwell hitting .224, 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases on the season. Morales from the first base side, peers and for the sign, it comes set. Here's the 1-0 delivery on the way. Fastball misses down, low ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. But back to that game we were talking about with Morales. One of his best starts of the year. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs allowed, a walk, 10 strikeouts. Left that ball game with quite a lead. It was a 2-0 lead, in fact, through 7. But the Tommyknockers will bring around 9 in the next 2 innings to win 9-8. Talk about a tale of 2 different stories in that game. So the next pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. And to Casper's credit, they brought around 6 runs to score in those last 2 innings as well. So really a 2-0 ball game through 7, a pitcher's duel. Looked one way, and then you have a combined 15 runs on both ends to the back end of that ball game. Pretty wild stuff as the next pitch is a breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 1. 3-1. Really reminds me of the game we saw against the Horseheads and the Sabre Dogs quite a bit ago, back when these two teams faced for the first road trip of the year for Souris Valley. Souris Valley was able to score 20 runs. So the next pitch is grounded to short, picked up by Pete. He'll go to second for 1. Vega's relay to first base is going to be dropped by the first baseman Fabricus, who cannot pick it cleanly. So Breedwell safe at first. A run scores. That's Buckle. Sabre Dogs extend their lead. It's 3-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. So that'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. An RBI for Breedwell, his 10th, as he hits double digits. And again, slow developing play. Pete had to take a couple steps towards his right. His relay throw to second, or I should say his feed to second to Vega, was a little bit wide towards Vega's backhanded side, so he had to throw across his body, could not get much on it, as he looped it over to Fabricus at first base, who could not pick it cleanly. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Reese Anderson to the plate now. First pitch on the way is a fastball that runs inside and low ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Back to what we were talking about with the Sabre Dogs. They had a huge win against the Horseheads back on June 3rd. It was the final game of that 3-game set where the Sabre Dogs picked up the sweep. They won 23-1 in that ball game over in Casper. So the next pitch is swung and pounded into the ground, third base side to the coaching's box. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. They picked up 6 runs in the 7th, 6 in the 8th, 9 in the 9th. So that was a total of 21 runs through the final 3 innings of that ball game. Remember, through 6 in that affair, it was a 2-1 Sabre Dogs lead, ended to be a 23-1 Souris Valley lead. To this date, the most they've scored in a ball game this year. As Matt Jackson, who started that game on his birthday, picked up the win. As Morales makes a move over to first base, Sprinkle back in safely. And again, early on, that was when the Sabre Dogs were explosive offensively, and they still have been. But to that point, that was just about game 8 of the year, and they had scored 10 or more runs 4 times. The next pitch is up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Make that 5 times. 16 on opening night against Wheat City, 19 against Wheat City in game 3, 14 against the Big Sticks in game 5, 12 against Casper in game number 7, and 23 against the Horseheads in game number 8. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Breedwell make that Anderson, digs back in. Breedwell takes his lead from first. Another move over there. Breedwell back in safely. Anderson, a hot hitter as of late, hitting .310, 9 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. 3 for 3 with 4 runs scored and 2 walks back in his last start on Saturday. Came in as a defensive replacement on Sunday as well. Morales from the stretch. Kicks and delivers the 2-1. There goes Breedwell. Pitch inside. Thrown to second from Minicini on a hop tag applied by Vegas. Not in time. So Jared Breedwell slides in safely with stolen base number 4. The second stolen base of the ball game and inning for Souris Valley. First it was Buckle. Now Breedwell. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count for Anderson with a runner in scoring position. 3-0 Souris Valley, your score already. Top of the order on deck in Justin Cooper as Anderson digs back in. Righty on right. Morales from the stretch. Pauses at the belt. Here's his 3-1 pitch in the way. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So second walk of the inning drawn by a Sabre Dogs bat. Second of the night allowed by Morales as well. First and second, 1 down as that brings up the top of the lineup. And Justin Cooper to the plate here with a couple of ducks on the pond. Cooper 1 for 1 tonight. Singled on a ground ball up the middle his last time up. Was cut off by the shortstop, Pete, diving to his left, but there was no play at first. Cooper would then score on the sac fly by Moretto. Justice also brought in a run in that inning on the sac fly to bring home Greer. First pitch on the way to Cooper is swung and poked out to center field with a little bit of carry. Halverson backpedaling will step underneath it to make the catch for out number 2. Tagging from second and heading to third and getting there standing up is Breedwell. So 2 down, first and third. Cooper retired for the first time tonight. He's now 1 for 2 as that'll send up Alan Greer to the plate. Greer, current active leader on the ball club in RBIs with 45. A chance to extend that right here. Did not record an official plate appearance back in the first inning as he was hit by a pitch in the front shoulder. As we mentioned, came around to score on the Justice sacrifice fly. So with 2 down, infield will get to play back. Outfield straight up here as Anderson with good speed takes his lead from first base. First pitch on the way is a fastball at the knees inside black, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Horseheads. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Morales pauses at the bounce. From the stretch, his 0-1 pitch is swung on and flown down the right field side and foul, slicing out of play. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. For Morales, next pitch will be number 41 on the night as he's gotten through an inning and 2/3, having allowed 3 runs thus far. Runners take their leads. 1 run already in on the RBI ground out fielder's choice off the bat of Breedwell. Crowd getting into it, starting to clap their hands. Decent one on hand tonight here to see their Sabre Dogs for the first time since July 14th. Morales from the stretch. There goes Anderson. The 0-2 is swung on and looped into shallow right field. This one's going to dunk in for a base hit. Breedwell will score on his horse, and heading to third is Anderson. He will get in there standing up. An RBI single for Alan Greer. Picks up RBI number 46 and run number 4 on the night for Souris Valley as they lead by that much. 4-0. Your score. Here with 2 outs, Anderson was going on the pitch. Second baseman Vega had to run to his right to cover the second base bag. Not sure if he would have gotten here either way. Greer got sawed off on this one, hit a soft looper in the shallow right field. Was able to drop down for a base hit as it took a couple of hops into the right fielder, Martin Rodriguez's glove. So Greer at first base now, Anderson at third. 2 down as Steve Moretto comes to the plate. Has already driven in 1 run tonight. Again, 4-0 Souris Valley, your score. Morales from the stretch, steps off. Greer will head back. Greer, 31, stole the bases on the year. Again, behind Caden Schwabe for the team lead, who has 40. Remember, he got hurt just about 2-3 weeks ago over in Dickinson. Was 4 stolen bases away from the single-season record. Morales from the stretch. First pitch is swung on and grounded hard. Shortstop side, past Pete in the left field for a base hit. Stomping home as Anderson as he scores. 5-0 Souris Valley, your score. an RBI for Moretto, his second of the night, 35th of the year, as the Sabre Dogs continue to pour it on here against the Horseheads in the bottom of the second inning. Hard ground ball to the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Pete, dove to his right, was about a couple feet out of his reach. As you can see, turf hopping off the ground as this ball steamed into left field for a knock. Still trouble brewing here for Souris Valley. 8th batter to the plate in this inning, and Taylor Justice. First and second, 2 down. Greer with great speed at second. Will be going on contact. Justice has already driven in 1 run tonight. That was the sac fly to center back in the first inning. Righty on right, Morales fires. The first pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. So you got to imagine if he punches one to the app right here, Greer will score these. Moretto will be ready to run as well. Potential chance to score all the way from first base. He's not being held on, of course, with Greer in front of him. Infield shifting Justice slightly to pull. Second baseman Vega ranging up the middle. Open right side of the infield with the first baseman Fabricus playing back behind the runner. 1-0 pitch on the way is a breaking ball. Perfect spot outside corner, crosses the knees. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Do it for the Horseheads in the top of the third. Will be 7, 8, and 9. Halvers, Christie, and Bagshaw. As Eric Wallington will likely come out for his third inning of work. 3 runs here in the second, 2 in the first. 5-0 Souris Valley your score. Morales from the stretch. Kicks and tosses the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Crosses the inside corner, strike 2. Buckled Justice a bit. Count now moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jordan Williams looming on deck would be the 9th hitter to come to the plate in this inning. Justice 1 foot in the box, 1 foot out. Stares at the barrel of his bat. Now steps back in and taps the plate. Looking to protect. Here with 2 strikes. Morales' glove tucked into his front hip. Brings it to his belt as he comes set. He pauses. Takes a look at second, now peers in. The 1-2 on the way is swung on and hammered high in the air out to deep left field. Christie trailing towards the track, looking up, this one's gone! In front of the family, Taylor Justice leaves the yard as the Sabre Dogs take an 8-0 lead. What a shot out to the alley in left center field. Justice's first home run in a Sabre Dogs uniform, picks up his second, third, and fourth RBIs of the night. Now has 17 on the year. How about that? What a good moment for Taylor Justice. 8-0, Souris Valley lead. 6th run of the inning. All with 2 outs, might I add, the last couple of batters. The RBI single from Greer, the RBI single from Moretto, and now a 3-run shot from Taylor Justice here as the Sabre Dogs will not quit here tonight. Already up 8-0 through an inning and 2/3 of work offensively. Here's Jordan Williams. The first pitch on the way is a fastball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Williams, the 9th batter of the plate or of the inning to come to the plate here. Grounded out to the third baseman Gonzalez. Back in the first inning to end that frame. 1-0 pitch on the way is swung and pounded off his front foot as he jumps up in the air. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So Moretto Justice having quite a night already. That's 4 RBIs for him through 2 plate appearances in 2 innings. His first home run. Gotta imagine he's seeing the ball well here tonight. Morales, first base side, winds back and fires. The 1-1 pitch is swung and grounded down the third base side and foul. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Very healthy crowd on hand tonight. Both the first base side and third base side VIP sections full of Sabre Dogs fans. Behind the plate as well, got a big crowd here tonight. Again, the fans eager to see Sabre Dogs baseball once again. As the regular season comes to a close, it'll be 3 here against the Horseheads, ranging all the way to Thursday, and then 2 over in Pierre against the Trappers on Friday and Saturday. And the playoffs will start. Sabre Dogs will host Game 2 and 3 if necessary of that divisional round series. As the 1-2 is on its way, swinging a line shot with some topspin. This one is down and past a diving Christie as it rolls behind him and to the wall. Williams picked it up late. He's rounding first, heading for 2. He's going to make the turn for 3. Miklos giving him the wave around. Halverson gets the ball back in. Here's Pete's relay to the plate. Williams slides. He's safe. And inside the park, home run. The second of the inning as Souris Valley goes back-to-back and extends their lead to 9-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Jordan Williams taking the trip around the bases, steaming in the first, then to second, around the third, and then all the way around to score. His make that 4th home run of the year RBI number 30, and boy was he fired up after a headfirst slide, got to one knee, pounded his chest, and met his teammates in front of the first base dugout. So the Sabre Dogs have batted around now 7 runs here in the bottom of the second inning, as it looks like we may see an injury right here as Christie, the left fielder, is being met by his head coach and Scott Stover, and the trainer as well. Gotta hope he's okay. Remember, he dove towards his right, and the ball got behind him. It didn't look like he got up, so the center fielder and Halverson had to back it up. Remember, Caden Schwabe a few weeks ago laid out over in Dickinson, rolled over his wrist, which of course has sidelined him for the last month. Gotta hope that Christie didn't suffer a similar injury here. Again, it's very hard to tell from this angle where they're looking at. And again, you don't want to see someone get hurt, especially this late in the season. As he continues to get looked at by his head coach as well as the trainer here. His pitcher and Morales currently squatting on the mound, hoping his outfielder is okay. And remember, this is a Horseheads ball club that already is thin on their roster, has had to have a lot of Minot State players come into this ball game and join this roster. As he still stands up in left field right now, still being looked at. So we'll see if we'll have to see a substitution in this ball game. Either way, due up will be Declan Buckle, the 10th batter to the plate in this inning. Sabre Dogs have brought around 7 runs to score here in this frame. 2 in the first. They now lead 9-0. As it looks like they're looking at that arm area right now on Christie. As he's starting to stretch it out with the trainer up and down at about a 90-degree angle. It looked to be his right arm as well, so not his glove hand. So maybe potentially dove and landed awkwardly on it. And again, you hope it's not that shoulder area or that elbow area, as both, of course, very important for a baseball player who makes a living out of throwing. He's continuing to be checked out here in straightaway left field. Both outfielders in Halverson and Rodriguez on one knee. Third baseman Gonzalez and shortstop Pete, hands on their hips, right in the straight-up shortstop spot. As it looks like the trainer and the head coach are going to bring him back to the dugout, so we're going to see a substitution here. Tough scene here at Corbett Field. Gotta hope that Christie is okay. Coming to the ball game now, looks like it's going to be Brandon Herder, a product of Sonoma State out of Napa, California. So Herder will take over in this ball game for Christie, who is hitting in the 8th spot, had not recorded a plate appearance yet. And as he walks back to the third base dugout, receives a standing ovation. It looks like he's stretching out that right shoulder area. Again, this late in the season, you do not want to see anyone go down, especially with an injury of that caliber in that area. Again, it's hard to tell where it is, so we won't make any assumptions here. Just got to hope he's all right. So again, Brandon Herder will be coming into this game in left field. Here's Declan Buckle to the plate here with 2 outs. Again, a recap of this inning. Buckle led off with a walk. McGrant singled. Buckle would score on the 6-4 fielder's choice off the bat of Breedwell. Anderson then walked. Cooper flew out. Rear brought in a run with a single. Moretto brought in a run with a single. Justice hit a 3-run homer. And then Williams just had the inside the park homer as the pitch from Morales buzzes behind the back of Buckle, and it looks like it got the back of his jersey as he'll head over towards first base. So that'll be a hit by pitch as Buckle trots over. A fastball that buzzed behind his back all the way to the backstop. Don't think there was any intention on that one. Again, back-to-back home runs were allowed, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt as Gunnar McGrant will step into the plate here. He's 1 for 1, singled in the second inning. He'll dig into the box here. Open stance from the left side as Morales comes set from the first base side. His first pitch is down and in with a heater, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, the good news was it didn't look like there were any words exchanged as Buckle just took a couple slow steps towards first, then jogged over. Morales didn't look to share any words with Buckle as well. Third baseman Gonzalez off the bag at third. Middle infielders playing back. Pinched up a little bit towards the middle as well. It's the 1-0 pitch. Is a breaking ball down and in ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. McGrant, the 11th, the 11th batter to the plate in this inning. Singled his last time up on a hard line drive to center. Buckle almost scored, but he was held at third from Miklos as the 2-0 is on its way. Swing and a miss. Fastball running away. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jared Breedwell on deck here. Again, 9-0. Souris Valley, your score here in the bottom of the second inning. Just about 8 o'clock local time here at the ballpark as the sun starts to set. Very moggy, cloudy evening here. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and softly grounded to short. Pete to his right, picks it up, throws to Vega covering second base. That'll be in time to retire the side. But the Sabre Dogs pick up 7 runs here in the bottom of the second inning, highlighted by back-to-back home runs, a 3-run shot from Justice, and an inside-the-park home run from Jordan Williams. That shoots us to the top of the third. At your score, Souris Valley 9, Casper nothing.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Life is all about moments. Big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact. And buckling
back to Corbett Field, top of the third inning, 9-0 Sabre Dogs your score. Wellington's first pitch on the way to Halverson is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. He turns, kicks, tosses. His next pitch on the way is a fastball in the outside corner, strike 1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of action in the bottom of the second inning. 7 runs for Souris Valley, sent 11 men to the plate. As the 1-1 is a fastball that runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Back-to-back home runs for the Sabre Dogs. A 3-run shot from Justice, his first in the Sabre Dogs uniform, and then an inside-the-park shot by Williams, his 4th of the year. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a very large cushion here for Wallington, who has been cruising through this ballgame so far tonight, has faced the minimum through the first 2 innings. So the 2-2 is cut on and missed for strike 3. Strikeout number 4 on the night for Wallington, as that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. Each of his first 3 innings of work have started with a strikeout. So after striking out 14 through 7 in his last start, has struck out 4 through 2 1/3 of an inning's work tonight. Here's Brandon Herder to the plate. The first pitch is up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Make that Brandon Herder. Came into the ball game for Owen Christie, who got hurt trying to lay out towards his right in the Williams inside the park shot. As the 1-0 is swung and slapped on the line to left field. That's down for a base hit as Alan Greer will play it on a hop. So welcome to the ball game. Herder picks up the first hit of the night against Eric Wallington. Really good piece of hitting right there. A fastball on the outside corner. Maybe an inch or 2 off the plate. Good back control as he poked it out to left field for a base hit and hit it hard, barreled it up. Hard line drive out to Alan Greer. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Colton Bagshaw, the DH to the plate in the 9th spot, another Minot State University product. Lefty on right, Wallington kicks and tosses. His first pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. While Herder's single was the first hit of the night for the Horseheads. The second base runner after Gonzalez walked, he was erased on a 6-4-3 double play ball. Here's the 1-0. Fastball runs down away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Victor Vega on deck, the top of the order here for the Horseheads, who will be at second base tonight. Bagshaw, bright red grip, white batting gloves with red accents, matching the Beavers' colors. So the 2-0 is down low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count. For Wallington, walks have not been too much of an issue, just 17 through 37 2/3. The most walks he's had in the ballgame was 4 against the Spuds in his second outing on June 16th. Besides that, he's been very crisp this year as the next pitch is well inside and low, 4-4. So Bagshaw does walk on 4 pitches. That's the second walk tonight allowed by Wallington. First and second, one down as that brings up Victor Vega to the plate. Vega 0 for 1 tonight, struck out looking in the first inning. It's a good start for Wallington. Pinpointed a heater on the outside corner. Could use another double play ground ball right here. Glove tucked into his hip. Wallington comes set. Now brings it up to his belt as he comes set. His first pitch on the way is a fastball that runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Horseheads looking to answer back right here. Again, down by 9. Still plenty of time left in this ball game. Top of the third inning with 1 down. Just about 20 outs to work with here. As Wallington comes set. Here's his 1-0 delivery on the way. Fastball misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Horseheads are coming in tonight. Make that, having won 2 in a row. So they've been swinging it well as of late, pitching it well as of late as well. Both of those wins against the Sunfish, who have been a good ball club in the second half, a 3-2 victory and an 8-7 victory. Had quite a action-packed ball game on the 31st, as the next pitch is a heater on the outside corner, strike 1. 2-1. They lost 19-6 against the Sunfish back last Saturday after a wild 10th inning where the Sunfish scored 7, the Horseheads scored 4. 13 runs in extra innings, you don't see that. 1 extra inning, might I add, adds more to the pot. So the next pitch is a fastball outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. In fact, the game was tied at 12-12 going into the 9th. So the 3-1 is swung on and fouled straight back, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. But what makes that even wilder is the Horseheads were trailing in the 7th inning of that ball game, or I should say winning in the 7th inning of that ball game, allowed 7 runs to Sioux Falls. Lost their lead, were trailing 12-9, brought 3 runs around to score in the bottom of the 7th. So the next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Count will hold full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So you already saw the back and forth affair through 7 there with a lot of offensive production. You then go to the 10th. Sioux Falls jumps out in front with 7 runs in the top half. Going to the bottom half, Casper made it interesting, bringing around 4. Lost 19-16 in that one. Horseheads would bounce back and win the next 2 over in Casper. Here's the 3-2 on its way again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Vega set down on strike. Second punch out of the inning for Wallington, his 5th on the night. 4 of the 5 have been swinging. So 2 down. Herder still at second. Bagshaw at first base. Here's Kellen Pete, the shortstop, to the plate. He's 0 for 1, also struck out in the first inning. Infield we get to play back here. Forces at first, second, and third base. All the outfielders straight up. Anderson shading a couple steps towards right center, expecting Pete, the right-handed swinger, to be just a little bit late. Big gap in left center if he wants to punch it that way. Wallington from the third base side of the hill peers in and fires. His first pitch is swung on and missed. Good fastball away. Strike 1. 0-1. Wallington at just about 45, 46 pitches here through 2 2/3 of an inning's work. After a day off yesterday, the bullpen rested after it was used a lot in that last series. Starters struggled to go deep into the ball games against the Sasquatch last weekend. As there goes the runner for third, pitch on the ways outside. Now the runner at first base in Bagshaw caught in a run down. Justice to throw to second base is in time to retire the side. Heads up play by Justice. Herder at second took off on first move, got a good jump. Meanwhile, the back runner at Bagshaw picked it up late, so it was caught in between when Justice caught the pitch. He, with a lot of poise, threw a strike down to McGran at second to end the inning. So Bagshaw retired and caught. We get to the bottom of the third inning. All Sabre Dogs so far as they lead it 9-0.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Saber Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Saber Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Saber Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Saber Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Saber Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Saber Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Saber Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Saber Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Saber Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there, fans.
Pete is a fastball on the outside corner, strike one, 0-1. So 12-0 Sabre Dogs, your score. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties, struggling with some of the connection here at Corbett Field. So the 0-1 pitch is inside and low ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. But either way, we thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll make sure we bring you the best product possible here on YouTube Live and Mixler. As Wellington twists and fires, the 1-1 pitch in the way, swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 2, 3, and 4 due up here for the Horseheads. After Pete, will be Fabricus and Mendocini, the catcher. So Pete digs back to the box from the right side, slightly open stance. Wellington kicks and tosses, the 1-2 on the way. Fastball just misses a bit, low ball 2. 2-2. Sabre Dogs had 8 men come to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd inning, brought around 3 runs to score. It's now 2 in the first, 7 in the second, 3 in the third on 9 hits. 2-2 from Wellington, misses down low, blocked by the catcher Justice, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we alluded to it earlier. The Sabre Dogs had a 23-1 win against Casper back in early June on their first road trip. As the 3-2 pitch is on its way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Another heater from Wellington secures strikeout number 6 on the night through 3 1/3 of an inning's work. That'll send up Dylan Fabricus, the first baseman, to the plate. But back to what we were talking about, it's going to be a long way to get to 23, but 12 through 3 innings, they're now on pace for 36 runs. And again, that likely will not happen. First pitch on the way is swung on a miss, strike 1, 0-1. So Wellington from the third base side comes set. Glove in front of his face. He turns, kicks, fires. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 2. 0-2. So 12-0 here. The 0-2 from Wellington. Breaking ball misses. Down away ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's all left. He digs back into the third base side of the hill. Fabric is 0 for 1. Flew out to right field back in the first inning. Wellington peers in, winds and fires. The 1-2. Fastball on the outside corner. Rings him up for strikeout number 7 on the night. 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. So the swing and miss stuff, the strikeout stuff has been rolling just as it did his last time out. He's already halfway to his strikeout total that he set back in the last start against Wheat City, where he struck out 14 through 7. Here with 2 outs in the 4th, he has 7. So here comes Austin Mendocini to the plate. He's 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. He was strikeout victim number 3. Wellington twists and fires. The first pitch on the way is swung on a popped up right side, slicing out of play. Strike 1, 0-1. For the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 4th inning, they'll send up 7, 8, and 9, bottom third of their order. McGran, Breedwell, and Anderson. Wellington from the third base side, glove in front of his face, kicks and fires. The 0-1 misses up and away ball 1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Just about 60 pitches so far here for Wellington. Here's his 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Weak swing and a miss on a breaking ball back towards the back foot of Mendocini. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Wellington looking to punch out the side for the first time tonight. He's had the opportunity to face the minimum already twice this evening through 3 innings. Could be his 3rd right here as well. Mendocini takes some time, now digs in the box from the right side. Wellington nods his head in agreement. The 1-2 on the way. Misses down low ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here with 2 down. Still some action in the Horseheads bullpen. Looks like a right-hander starting to warm up. Again, it's been Morales in this ballgame tonight through 3. The 2-2 is just a bit up and away, ball 3 with the breaking ball. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Center fielder Reese Anderson shading towards right center. Alan Greer shading towards left center, expecting Mendocini to be late. The 3-2 on the way. Strike! 3 called at the knees to retire the side. Wallington strikes out the side for the first time tonight. Picks up punch out number 8 through 4 innings of work. What a night so far for Eric Wallington. What a night for the Sabre Dogs in total. They lead 12-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you
Bottom of the 4th inning, 12-0 Sabre Dogs, your score, game 1 of 3 here live from Minot, North Dakota. Again, we thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We've gotten the technical difficulties to work. We thank you guys for sticking in with us. We've always appreciated you guys throughout the entire year, and we hope to get you a clean rest of this ball game here tonight. Either way, if you're just tuning in, Sabre Dogs, the offense has been the biggest narrative this evening, but Eric Wallington as well has been just tremendous for the second straight outing. So the next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Wallington so far tonight, 4 shutout innings, has allowed 1 hit, has struck out 8 batters. So just when we thought it couldn't get any better than his last start, he may be able to put a little cherry on top, raise it from his last outing. The 0-1 pitch to McGrann, swinging a line drive, softly hit up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. Gunnar McGrann picks up knock number 2 on the evening, both of which line drives to center field. So leadoff base runner here for the Sabre Dogs. That'll bring up Jared Breedwell to the plate here. He's having a decent night, 0 for 1, grounded up to short, drove in a run, walked in the 3rd inning as well. So 2 in the 1st, 7 in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd. Souris Valley looking for more here in the 4th. Righty on right, Morales kicks and fires. First pitch is swung and grounded on the ground to short. Pete picks it up, bobbles, recovers, goes to second for 1. The relay to first base is not in time, as Breedwell will beat it out. The bobble likely costed the Horseheads a double play right there. Either way, a 6-4 fielder's choice. Second time, Breedwell's been able to beat out a potential double play ball. This was hit right at Pete. Took a tricky hop on him on the last second. Looks like it got him near the wrist area as he tried to smother it, which he did. Blocked it like a catcher, landed right in front of him, flipped to Vega for 1. Fortunately, the relay throw was not in time. So McGrann retired. Breedwell at first with good speed. He already has a stolen base tonight. Here's Reese Anderson at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Morales from the stretch, kicks and tosses. The first pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike one. 0-1. Anderson's reached base twice. And the resurgence of him offensively is huge for Souris Valley here, getting late into this season and into the postseason. So the next pitch is down the way, ball one. 1 strike. Yeah, we already know how dynamic Anderson has been defensively in the field, manning center field for the majority of the year for Souris Valley. But his ability now to swing with the bat and almost be a second leadoff man at the bottom of the lineup is huge going forward here as the next pitch is swung and flown in the air to right field. Rodriguez takes a couple steps in, now back as he twists towards the left field, making the right field line. He makes the catch with 2 hands for out number 2. So 2 down. Braidwell heads back to first base. That'll bring up Justin Cooper to the plate. Back to Anderson. Sabre Dogs outfield is arguably the deepest here in the Expedition League and has been this entire season. You got your likes of Jordan Williams, Alan Greer, Drew Miller for a bit, Reese Anderson obviously out there. You got your Jared Breedwells as well. Caden Schwabe, who's been hurt, but at one point was in front for the MVP award. So the next pitch is a fastball inside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And even though they've unfortunately lost a lot of players over the last couple weeks just due to guys having to go back home for school or injuries, whatever it may be, they're still in great shape offensively. So the next pitch is breaking ball, down away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And guys like Breedwell and Anderson, who may have not been playing as pivotal roles early on, get the opportunity now here to play every day, and both of them have taken advantage of it. If Anderson can keep swinging it this well next week, Souris Valley's in for a good run here. Morales from the stretch, the 2-0 pitch, swing and a foul straight back, strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cooper picked up an RBI back in the 3rd inning. An RBI single to right field. He's now picked up a plate appearance in each of the first 4 innings of this ball game. Tells you the story already there, that just one sentence. As the Sabre Dogs have sent several batters to the plate here. It's the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Sabre Dogs have had their fair share of offensive power games, if you want to put it that way. In fact, almost half of their games through the first half of this year, they scored 10 or more runs. As Morales comes set from the stretch. Here's his 3-1 delivery on the way. Breaking ball backs up and hits Cooper on the front hip. So he'll take first base. No intent on that one, just a breaking ball with 3 balls that slipped out of the hand of Morales. So Cooper reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. First and second, 2 down. As that'll send up Alan Greer to the plate. Again, they came into tonight trailing Spearfish for the most runs scored here in the Expedition League. And now they're going to make a run for it here. They came in trailing by about 14. 545 is what Spearfish came into tonight with. Sabre Dogs came with 531. So, not including Spearfish's total runs scored tonight, Sabre Dogs currently sit at 543 runs, which is just 2 behind Spearfish. As here comes Alan Greer to the plate. First pitch on the way is a fastball over the heart of the plate for strike 1. 0-1. Now Spearfish, as we speak, has a 4-3 lead over the Trappers in the top of the 5th. So that lead is now about 5 for the Sasquatch, if you're keeping an eye on the run-scoring race. Runners take their leads, first and second, 2 down. 12-0 Souris Valley, your score. The 0-1 is a breaking ball that misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now for Morales, he has struggled in this ball game through 3 2/3, has allowed 12 runs tonight, but doing a good job for Scott Stover, eating some innings here. Again, just trying to rest his bullpen, get deep in this ball game as he can at about 86 pitches. As the next pitch is swung and fouled off the foot of Greer for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Again, we've seen some action early on in this ball game, double-barreled action last inning. Now we're seeing a left-hander get up. We'll see how long the leash is for Morales. You got to imagine this is towards the tail end of his night. But again, this is a 3-game set here between the Horseheads, so the deeper that Morales goes into this ball game, of course, the more rested the bullpen will be for future ball games. Again, not to say the Horseheads aren't out of this one. Again, still about 5 innings to work with the bats. Trailing by 12. Going to be a tough task. Morales kicks and tosses. The 1-2 on the way is a breaking ball that misses inside, ball 2. County was up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sabre Dogs sent 11 men to the plate in their 7-run second, 8 to the plate in their 3-run third. Greer currently represents the 5th batter to the plate in this inning. Deuce is running wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Number 2 at the plate in Alan Greer. Looking for RBI number 2 on the night. How about that? Morales from the stretch. Kicks, fires. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a high pop up right side. Slicing out of play. Count will hold at 2-2. Bauer, that was 5 right there? All right, that's our record for the night. 5 twos. On the road trip, I had an 8. It was 6. Okay, I wasn't counting right there.
I think it's 6. You got 2 on, 2 out, 2 ball, 2 strike, number 2 with 2 RBIs for the night.
Looking for 2 RBIs.
Looking for 2
tonight.
RBIs.
We'll see if Alan can help us out here. I got 9 on the road trip. That was the biggest moment for me.
That'll be hard to top.
Morales' 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball sails upstairs. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So both runners will be going on this pitch here as Greer digs in the box. Steven Moretto, the third baseman, looms on deck. Greer digs back in, taps the plate, pinwheels that bat. Breedwell deepening his depth at second base, ready to round third here. Both runners not being held on, of course. Morales from the stretch. Long hold this time at the belt. Runners go. The payoff pitch in the way. Breaking ball runs down the way for ball 4. So a walk to Greer. First walk of the inning allowed by Morales. That's his 4th of the night. Should make that 5th of the night. As that'll send up Steven Moretto to the plate for the 2nd consecutive plate appearances with the bases loaded. He has 2 RBIs tonight. A sac fly in the first, an RBI single that he steamed through the left side of the infield in the second. So a chance to extend this lead even more here for the Sabre Dogs. Taylor Joss is the catcher on deck. With the bases loaded, Morales going for the windup here. Good speed on every base. First pitch on the way is chopped down the third base side and foul. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. And for Sabre Dogs fans who haven't been to a home game here at Corbett Field since July 14th, which is just about 3 weeks ago, this is quite a treat for them. They've been treated to a lot of offense and some great pitching. A very well-rounded ball game so far for the Sabre Dogs. As they look to continue it here, the 0-1 pitch on the way to Moretto is swung on and missed. Morales pulls the string on a changeup. Moretto out in front and over the top. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. You could feel it coming to the ballpark tonight. Felt like it was almost opening day 2.0. It had been so long. Just a little tease of what these fans will hopefully see in the postseason here at Corbett Field. Morales winds and tosses the 0-2 on the way. Swinging a bounding ball over to the third base dugout. Goes out of play into the VIP section. Count will hold at 0-2. So Moretto digs back out here. He popped out to shallow left field with bases loaded his last time up. Again, it took Herder about 15 feet in towards the diamond. With 2 outs, a fly ball won't do the job, but a base hit would help click up that RBI total for the Sabre Dogs third baseman. Morales from the line, first base side, comes set, turns, kicks, and fires. The 0-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good breaking ball twirling towards left-hander batter's box that Moretto went after for strike 3. That will end the inning. Sabre Dogs are not able to bring around a run to score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Morales twirls his first scoreless inning of the night. That sends us to the top of the 5th. Sabre Dogs lead it 12-0 as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Life is all about moments, big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe.
Top of the fifth inning. Here's Eric Wallington out for inning number 5 of work. His first pitch on the way to Xavier Gonzalez is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 12-0. Souris Valley, your score. As Wallington turns, kicks, and tosses, the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So for Eric Wallington, while we've talked about how similar this outing is to his last one so far, the one glaring difference is the run support. It was a 2-1 victory for him his last time out. Now has 12 runs here tonight. So the next pitch is up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. His last outing went 7 innings, 1 hit, 14 strikeouts, as we mentioned. Retired 17 straight batters in a row. So the 2-1 is down low, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. But only was able to get 2 runs of support. Got into the 9th inning. Whiskey Jacks were able to push across 1. Had the tying run and winning run in scoring position. As the 3-1 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball again from Wallington for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here, quite a contrast. He enters the top of the 3rd inning, had a 9-0 lead. Enters the top of the 5th inning here, a 12-0 lead. Here's his payoff pitch. Fastball runs down away, 4 ball 4. A walk to Gonzalez, the 3rd tonight allowed by Wallington. 2nd time Gonzalez has reached via the free pass. So leadoff base runner reaches for the first time tonight. In fact, that's the first inning tonight where Wallington hasn't struck out a batter to open up his inning of work. So here's Martin Rodriguez, the right fielder. He's 0 for 1, grounded into a 6-4-3 inning-ending twin killer in the 2nd inning. Wallington kicks, fires. The first pitch is swung on and fouled. Straight back, strike 1. 0-1. Declan Buckle, we talked to him before the game. He was excited to see some of his college teammates here on the other side of things. Again, 3 Minot State players here in this lineup for the Horseheads. Kellen Pete, Xavier Gonzalez, Martin Rodriguez, all making their season debut here. As Wallington settles from the third base side. Kicks and tosses, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs, high, snapped her to first base. Back in safely goes Gonzalez. 1-1. He had a lot of praise for his catcher in Martin Rodriguez. Said he's a favorite on the team, a leader, a guy that everyone loves. Said even though he had a small sample size at the plate this year, took advantage of it. We talked about the numbers. Hit above 400, had a homer in his last AB. So the 2-1 is swung on and floated in the air to center field. Anderson backpedals a couple steps towards his left. Will sit underneath this one to make the grab with one hand for out number 1. Gonzalez retreats to first base, so 1 on, 1 out, as that'll send up Kyler Halverson to the plate, who's 0 for 1 tonight with the strikeout. And that's one of the fun parts of summer baseball. We talk about it a lot, particularly when the Trappers come to town, because the Trappers have a lot of Minot State Beavers on their ball club. But we've seen it with other schools as well. The Murray State players, Ethan Moore, Chase Keaton, Jaden Schaefer, a couple weeks ago, or I should say a couple months ago over in Sioux Falls, got to see a couple of their former teammates. As the first pitch is on its way, swing and a miss. Halverson behind a fastball right there, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. And it's fun to see them interact with each other. Of course, Gonzalez, a Minot State product, over at first base right now with his college teammate in Declan Buckle. Got to imagine they're sharing a couple words right now. It's the 0-1. Swing and a foul tip held on by Justice. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. Good for them to catch up. And again, a lot of these Minot State players coming into town, getting ready for their fall season, which of course starts in a few weeks. As Wallington pauses at the belt again. Long hold this time as he stares at first. Peers in. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 2. Strikeout number 9 for Wallington and counting. 2 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Man, has he been fantastic this year. So that'll bring up Brandon Herder, the left fielder, to the plate. He's 1 for 1, singled in the 3rd inning. Came into the ball game for Owen Christie, who tried to lay out for a ball off the bat of Jordan Williams. and appeared to hurt something in the shoulder area. Again, it was hard to tell from this angle. Had to leave the game. Gotta hope he's okay. We'll give you any updates if we hear anything. It's the first pitch on the way to Herder is a fastball upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Herder then came into the game in the second as defensive replacement, came up in the third as the second hitter, and punched a single in a left field 4-base hit, the first of the night against Wellington. So the next pitch is swung on and fouled off. The bat goes flying off the facing of the fence in front of the first base VIP section for strike one. 1-1. There's a reason why there's a fence down there. Otherwise, someone would have gotten a free souvenir. Wellington throwing a fastball that was running in on Herder, the left-handed hitter. Just showing you how deceptive he is from the left side. And it looked like Herder got a piece of this as the bat went flying. So they back to the box, swinging no batting gloves on tonight. Gonzalez takes his lead from first. 12-0 Sabre Dogs. 2 outs, top of the fifth. The 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Make some noise. There's 2 strikes on the beer batter.
1 and 2, 2 outs. Wallington climbs the hill, comes set. His pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Double digits for 2 consecutive outings for Eric Wallington, and he is not done yet. 10 punch-outs through 5 shutout innings as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 12-0, Sabre Dogs, your score, live from Corbett Field.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat the steal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there fans, Corbett Field 7:05, Dollar Hot Dogs on June 29th.
I was only buzzed. I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it. Just a joint. It was just 1 or 2. I don't know.
I swear, I was fine.
Nobody should get seriously hurt or die because of an impaired driver. And no excuse can bring them back. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt? Make sure in your vehicle you're always buckled up. We share the responsibility to reach the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat the steal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there fans.
Ready to hit play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Halfway through this one officially at Corbett Field. All Sabre Dogs tonight. They lead it 12-0. New arm on the mound for the Horseheads. Going to be a left-hander. Unfortunately, we don't have his number on the lineup card or roster, so we'll get his name to you as soon as possible here. Either way, a new pitcher in the game here for Jerson Morales, who went 4 innings, allowed 12 runs. First pitch on the way to Taylor Justice. His 4th plate appearance of the evening is taken down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Justice having a great evening. 4 RBIs, 2 sac flies, and a 3-run home run. Make that 5 RBIs on the night. As here's the 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Sabre Dogs. Justice, Williams, and Buckle. Morales was able to piece together the first scoreless inning against the Souris Valley Vats back in the bottom of the 4th. As the 2-0 is on its way. Fastball misses down away just a little bit outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count. So your pitcher on the mound tonight is going to be Quinn McGuire, wearing number 9 on his back tonight. Normally wears number 12. It'll be his 16th outing of the year, 1-3 record with a 9.46 ERA. It's the 3-0 pitch is a fastball at the top of the zone, strike 1, 3-1. For McGuire, this will be his first time facing the Sabre Dogs this year. Didn't debut all the way until June 4th. His last outing came against Sioux Falls back in that wild game that we alluded to with Morales on the mound on the 31st. Allowed 7 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. 3-1 pitch on the way is taken down low for ball 4, so a walk to Justice. He's had a productive plate appearance in each of the 4 times he's come to the plate tonight. He's going to take first base with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll send up Jordan Williams to the plate. So 3 consecutive innings in which the leadoff batter has reached here. Williams, 2 RBIs tonight, 2 for 3 with an inside-the-park home run and an RBI single in the 3rd inning. He digs into the plate here. That home run, his 4th of the year, of course, was the Home Run Derby representative for the Sabre Dogs this summer. A couple weeks ago in Casper for the All-Star game. As the first pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, strike 1, 0-1. And for Williams, also had high praise. Talked to a couple of his teammates. Talked about how much power he has at the plate, how he could put on a show in batting practice, and he did that over the Home Run Derby in Casper, making it to the final round. Representing Souris Valley very well, very proudly, as the next pitch is outside ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And has had some impressive shots. Left the yard back when the Sabre Dogs were over in Casper back at the very beginning of the season. And again, at Mike Lansing Field, that's a very deep ballpark, and he cleared it out over the wall and straightaway left field. That was, of course, in that big 23-run win for Souris Valley. Back on June 3rd, as the next pitch is swung on and missed. Big rip from Williams, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the fact that Williams has been able to piece together 4 homers now and just over 100 at-bats after having to step aside twice, once having to go home and the other injuring his ribs, it's pretty impressive. He's been able to sustain a lot of success as the 1-2 is a fastball swing and a miss, 4 strike 3. Morales climbed the ladder as Williams went up and out to get it. Out number 1, Morales picks out strikeout number 1 of the night, as that'll keep Justice at first base. So for Williams now, just talking about the accolades, particularly in the last couple of evenings, he's driven in 7 runs in his last 2 games, picking up 5 hits in that span in 8 at-bats. So he's been seeing it well. As the first pitch on the way to Buckle is a breaking ball, swung on and popped up on the infield. Pitcher and McGuire will range towards his right, make the catch right in between the baseline at 3rd and the home plate. 4 out number 2 as Buckle's retired on the first pitch. Pitchers are athletes. McGuire making that play right there. Running off the mound. Not too many times you see the pitcher catch a pop-up. They'll often make way to the infielders, and Gonzalez, 3rd baseman, was giving him some grief right there, but got to tip your cap to McGuire. He was ready for that one as he raced off the mound. So 2 outs. Justice still at first base. Here comes Gunnar McGran to the dish. He's 2 for 3, single to center on a soft line drive his last time up. Lefty on left, the first pitch is down to waiver ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Currently some action in the Horseheads bullpen. Looks like a righty starting to warm up. We'll see how deep McGuire goes into this game tonight. Again, it was Morales for 4. McGuire here for 2/3 thus far. As the 1-0 pitch is on its way to McGran. Misses down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Menacee. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Do it for the Horseheads in what will be the top of the 6th inning. They'll set up 9-1-2. Bagshaw, Vega, and Pete. Again, just 1 hit through 4 innings thus far. Make that through 5 innings thus far against Eric Wallington, who has twirled a gem through 5 innings of work. 2-0 pitch on the way to McGran. Swing and a pop-up shallow left. Herder takes a couple steps in, trailing towards the left field line. Will jog over to make the grab, as that will end the inning. So a very clean inning for McGuire. Back-to-back scoreless frames pieced together by the Horseheads pitching staff. That sends us to the top of the 6th. Your score, the Sabre Dogs 12, Horseheads nothing.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt? Make sure in your vehicle you're always buckled up. We share the responsibility to reach the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Saber Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Saber Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Saber Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Saber Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time.
This is Colin Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd.
Top of the 6th inning, 12-0 Saber Dogs, your score. Here comes Eric Wallington out for inning number 6 of work, and if you like pitching, call your friends because Eric Wallington has put on a performance tonight like no other. His first pitch on the way is swung and fouled straight back off the bat of Colton Bragshaw for strike one. No balls, one strike. And really, if you piece together the last two outings, you got a pitcher of the year candidate right here. Would have made the All-Star game for sure had he started the year a little bit earlier. As the next pitch is a fastball up and away ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. For Souris Valley, who has struggled a little bit with their pitching, again, have had very good seasons from Dominic Parkhurst, Trevor Ernst, who left a couple weeks ago. As the 1-1 is swung on a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Dalton LeBlanc had some good moments as well. Just to name a few, again, plenty of other key contributors this year. Eric Wallington has climbed out in front as the leader of this pitching staff. So the 1-2 is on the inside corner, strike 3. Another for Wallington, make it 11. Here's that is out number 1 in the top of the 6th inning. Freezing Bagshaw with a pitch on the inside corner. It is now 4 in a row retired. That'll bring up the top of the order and Victor Vega to the plate. We're running out of words to describe Eric Wallington and his dominance the last week or so here, as he's ending his Souris Valley career with a bang. First pitch on the way to Vega is upstairs and away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This will be his last start here tonight in the Saber Dogs uniform, and his contributions obviously huge for the Saber Dogs down the stretch here. As the next pitch is down, away ball 2. 2-0, and it's very interesting to look at his progression. Again, in every start this year, he's allowed 2 runs or less. No more. 2 earned runs, in what was 5 straight starts. As the next pitch is outside ball 3. 3-0. 1 run after that against the Pioneers, and what at the time was his best start. Then you go to no runs through 7 against Weed City last week, and through 5 1/3 here, no runs. Next pitch is upstairs, 4 ball 4. So that'll be a walk to Vega. Breaks the string of 4 in a row retired. 1 on, 1 out for Kellen Pete. But again, Alex Miklos was very cautious with the amount of innings he had him throw. 3 innings in his first outing, then it was 4 innings for his next 3 consecutive starts. Stretched it out to 5 2/3 on July 6th, which is really where we started to see a change in pace for Wallington. Had 4 no-hit innings in that outing. Got through the lineup for the 3rd time and started to struggle a little bit as he got into the 6th. Allowed 4 runs in total, just 2 of them earned. Was slated with a tough loss. As it looks like we're going to see a pinch runner here now for Vega. So Vega will be out of this game. And it looks like over at first base, it's going to be Ray Kimura. So Vega out of this game. Kimura listed as an infielder will likely take the place of Vega at second base. So that's the second substitution we've seen in this ball game. As Kellen Pete digs back into the box here. 1 on, 1 out. First pitch on the way from Wallington to Pete is up and away with a fastball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And then he went 4 innings against the Trappers on the 12th, and then 6 and 7 respectively on the 18th and 29th. Looking to get deep into this ballgame tonight, just at about 90 pitches through 5 1/3. The 1-0 pitch is on the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And really, it's a good fastball for him that sits in the lower 90s portion of the radar gun. A good breaking ball. The command has been just tremendous the last couple of starts. No walks in his last outing. So the 1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks like we are seeing a right-hander starting to warm up in the Saber Dogs bullpen, likely a candidate to come in the 7th. Here with a 12-0 lead, Wallington in line for what would be his 4th win of the year. If he could finish this inning as well without allowing 3 runs or more, would be his 3rd consecutive quality start. Vega make that. Kimura takes his lead from first. The 1-2, breaking ball drops over the middle of the plate for strike 3. Number 12 on the night for Eric Wallington, a dozen for him. 2 outs here in the 6th, so instead of using that heater, he drops in a bender and freezes Pete with a pitch right over the heart of the plate about bell time. So for Wallington now, for his last 2 starts, he has struck out a combined 26 hitters through just under 13 innings of work. Here's Dylan Fabricus to the plate. The first pitch is swung and it popped up right field foul territory. Buckle ranging towards the fence, so watch it fly out of play. For strike 1, 0-1 the count. Inning started with a strikeout of Bagshaw, a walk to Kimura, then Pete struck out looking here. For Wallington tonight, has faced the minimum 3 times, has struck out the side once, that came in the 4th. Infield playing back, outfield straight up. The 0-1 is a fastball up away ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fabric is coming into the night hitting a .188, 3 RBIs. In the 3 spot here tonight playing first base. Wallington from the stretch, third base side. 1-1 pitch. Misses. Down away ball 2. 2-1 the count. No action now in the Horseheads bullpen. We'll see if we see McGuire come out for the bottom of the 6th inning. Just about 2 hours through this one here at Corbett Field. Just about 8:57 local time here in Minot. 2-1 pitch is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Justice. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. So hitters count to Fabricus here. We've seen Wallington walk 4 batters tonight. Again, easy to forget it with how many batters he's punched out. Looking to avoid what would be number 5 right here. He's set from the third base side, pauses at the belt. His 3-1 pitch on the way, swinging a shot, punched out to center field. Anderson sprinting back towards the track. He'll camp underneath this one to make the grab, as that will end the inning. How about Eric Wallington tonight? In line for the quality start and his 4th win. 6 innings of shutout baseball, has allowed just 1 hit, 12 strikeouts. And if that's the last time we see Eric Wallington in a Sabre Dogs uniform, my goodness, what a way to cap it off. Back-to-back starts, 13 innings, a combined 26 strikeouts in that span as he ends his season with a bang. Walks back to the first base dugout, hugging every single one of his teammates. Tip your cap to the tall 6'6" left-hander out of Asheville, North Carolina. What a season for him, as that sends us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Sabre Dogs all over the board tonight. They lead it 12-0.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night, so break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m., so see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. 12-0 Sabre Dogs, your score. Bottom of the 6th inning. Jared Breedwell will lead things off here against McGuire. Up for inning number 2 of work. Was able to toss a scoreless 5th inning. So 8-9-1 will be due up here for the Sabre Dogs. And what's been quite an introduction back to Sabre Dogs baseball here in Minot. So I should say reintroduction. As the first pitch on the way to McGuire's up and away. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. It was 2 runs in the first, 7 in the second, 3 in the third. As they've been able to piece together 12 runs. Back-to-back scoreless innings, however. Things have slowed down just a bit. Still 1-0 pitch is on its way. Fastball misses down, away ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Meanwhile, on the Sabre Dogs side of things, Eric Wallington, 6 shutout innings in line for the win. Struck out 12 batters. We are seeing a right-hander warm up in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. Will likely come in for the 7th as Wallington came off the mound. It appeared that was his last inning. As the 2-0 pitch is on its way. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Came off and hugged Taylor Justice, his catcher, then was greeted by all of his teammates in the front entrance of the first base dugout, shaking everybody's hand. Now he's walking down to the bullpen with a water jug in his hand, so his late night likely done. It's the 3-0 is a fastball at the top of the zone, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Infield shifting, Breedwell to pull here. Second baseman Vega ranging up the middle. Shortstop Pete about straight up. As McGuire comes set from the first base side. Kicks and tosses. The 3-1 pitch is a fastball up and away for ball 4. So Breedwell will work the walk. Second walk allowed by McGuire in this ball game. Here comes Reese Anderson for the plate. He's 1 for 2. Walked in the second, singled in the third. Flew out to right in the 4th inning. Let's give you some updates for some scores around the league here. The big one. The Big Sticks and the Spuds. Badlands up 5-2 over in Idaho, bottom of the 3rd inning. Again, if the Big Sticks win tonight, they clinch that second playoff spot and would face Souris Valley in round 1 of the divisional series next week. First pitch to Reese Anderson is swung on in line, right center field. This one's down for a base hit as Halverson will cut it off once again. Breedwell heading for 3rd. Here's the relay from the shortstop, Pete. It will be held on to. So a carbon copy of the last hit for Anderson. A hard line shot in the right center field. He's now 2 for 3 tonight. That'll send up Justin Cooper to the plate. And Ballard, our picks to click tonight have been doing well. I picked Jordan Williams, who's now 2 for 4 with a home run and an RBI single. You picked Reese Anderson. He's 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles. Again, it's no Eric Wallington. It's no Taylor Justice, but I'd say we did pretty well so far.
It's almost like we've watched this team for 60 games now.
You would think, right?
You'd think we know what we're talking about.
You would think. Currently on game 60 right now, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. First pitch to Aaron Suval. Getting the pinch hit out here for Justin Cooper.
I knew that.
Attaboy. I'm proud. First pitch, up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. So Justin Cooper's night now is done. We'll see if Suval gets to play in the field here. He's strictly been a pinch hitter or DH this year. Of course, a pitcher for the most part as the 1-0 is swung on and grounded to the left side. Past it, diving Pete in the left field for a base. Knocked the ball, now gets away from Herder. Heading for 3rd is Anderson. He will score. Suval runs very well, heading for 3. Halverson just picking it up on the track. Miklos will stop Suval at 3rd. So 2 runs are in, a single and RBI for Suval. The run comes around to score. And Anderson all the way from first base on the E7 by the left fielder and Herder, which also allows Suval to advance to 3rd base. So for Suval, he picks up RBI number 3 on the year, hit number 6. The Sabre Dogs pick up runs numbers 13 and 14 now. That's the first error charge to the defensive side of things for the Horseheads tonight as well. Here's Alan Greer with nobody out. Suval at 3rd base, 90 feet away. The first pitch is a fastball at the top of the zone, strike 1. 0-1. Greer's reached base in all 4 plate appearances, just 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the first, drove in a run with a single in the second, and has walked in the 3rd and 4th respectively. This is 5th at-bat, I should say plate appearance here in the bottom of the 6th. Only inning he has not come to the plate was the 5th. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, down and in, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a sneaky part of Aaron Suval's game is his speed. He has 2 stolen bases this year in just about 8 games offensively. Talked to him about it. Said it was definitely a big part of his game. It's something that gets underlooked a little bit just because he's pitching all the time. But you could see him turn on the Jets there, rounding the 3rd. So the next pitch is a strike at the knees, inside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We mentioned it last inning with McGuire, who got the pop of pitchers are athletes. Well, Aaron Suval is quite an athlete as well. We've seen it pretty dynamically as he's been able to swing it well with the bat. I'm excited to see him hopefully get his opportunity to play some defense here next inning as we get to the back third of this game. The 1-2 is swung on and fouled off softly to the right side. Count will hold at 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Stephen Moretto on deck. That'll be Taylor Justice. As McGuire digs back onto the first base side of the rubber and Pearson for the sign. No runs, a hit, 1 error for Casper. 14 runs, 12 hits, no errors now for Souris Valley. McGuire kicks and fires. The 1-2 is a fastball outside, ball 2. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Other scores around the league. We have a final over in Grand Forks. The Whiskey Jacks beating the Sunfish 3-1. Sasquatch up on the Trappers 4-3. That in the top of the 7th. And as we mentioned, the Big Six up on the Spuds 5-2. That's a big one. Big Six can clinch tonight. The 2-2 is swung on and seared through the left side for a base hit as it rolls out to the left fielder Herder with some dust on it. Coming around to score is Aaron Suval. Run number 15 on the night for Souris Valley. 3 runs in this inning, an RBI for Greer, his second of the night. He now has 47 on the year. So still nobody out. As in the spot of Stephen Moretto, we're going to see a pitch hitter here for the Sabre Dogs. It's going to be Chase Miner who's going to be swinging for the right side. Miner will likely fill in at third base as well. So Alex Miklos up by 15, going to his bench. Here's the first pitch on the way. It's a fastball for a strike, 0-1. We saw Suval pinch hit for Cooper. He's single. Miner at the plate now looking for his first hit in the Sabre Dogs uniform. He's 0 for 5 tonight. Or 0 for 5 on the season, make that. Has struck out 3 times. He's also pitched. Has allowed 3 runs through 4 1/3 of an inning's work. 0-1 pitch, swinging a hard ground ball down the left field line. That's fair as it rolls towards the left field corner. Greer can run. He's heading for third. Miklos going to give him the wave for round. Herder just digging it out. To second goes Meyer with his first hit in a Sabre Dogs uniform. Brings around Alan Greer to score all the way from first base. An RBI for Miner, his first as well. Welcome to the Sabre Dogs as that gives the Sabre Dogs run number 16. It's been sweet tonight here at Corbett Field. 4 runs now in this bottom of the 6th inning. Still nobody out. As that brings around Taylor Justice to the plate, who's brought around 5 runs to score tonight. Just 1 for 1. That one hit a big one. A 3-run shot out to left center field. So Miner will take his lead from second base. McGuire from the stretch leads it for the sign once again. Lefty on right. Justice, the 6th batter to the plate in this inning. McGuire from the stretch, first base side. His first pitch is a fastball that runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander still up in the Horseheads bullpen as a lefty now starts to worm in the Sabre Dogs bullpen. McGuire peers it for the side, first base side. Justice behind the plate tonight. We've seen him at first base a little bit more now after Bo Brewer has left. So the 1-0 is outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Jordan Williams is supposed to be on deck. Looks like we could be seeing a pinch hitter. Williams currently not out there swinging. 2 balls, no strikes, 16-0. Souris Valley, your score. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. McGuire from the stretch. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Good rip. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. I see Declan Buckle out there, but he's in the hole. It does look like Williams is now stepping outside by the third base dugout, so he looks to he will look to come to the plate here after Justice finishes his plate appearance. Miner ready to run here at second base. He takes his lead. Infield shifting, Justice to pull. Wide open right side of the infield as we speak. As McGuire comes set from the first base side. Here's the 2-1 pitch in the way. Breaking ball drops over the top of the plate. Strike 2. County was up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now for McGuire, has allowed 4 runs through 1 inning of work. Again, tossed a shutout inning in the 5th, but has allowed 4 runs and is yet to record an out here in the 6th. McGuire, glove tucked into his front hip, ball behind his back, leans for the sign, and now comes set. Pauses on 2 feet. Here's his 2-2 delivery on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Good heater on the outside corner. Justice retired for the first time tonight. Strikeout number 2 for McGuire, out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning as that'll send up Jordan Williams to the plate. Williams 2 for 4. A home run, an RBI single, struck out swinging in the 5th, grounded out to 3rd in the 1st. McGuire comes set, first base side of the hill. He lifts and tosses. The first pitch on the way is swung on and missed. Big rip from Williams for strike one. No balls, 1 strike to count. What's so fascinating to me about Williams' season, and we touched on it a little bit a couple innings ago, but was still able to make the All-Star roster, even given the fact that he only had played about 20 games at the time, but his numbers were just that convincing. Had numbers as if he had played in 35, 40 games, even though he was out with that injury, as the 0-1 is swung on and fouled, straight back, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Remember, we had him on for a pregame interview. He talked to us about how it was disappointing that he had a hot start, and he was happy for his teammates, his 7 that were getting to go to the All-Star game. But it was hard to be out for that long with the rib injury, knowing the hot start he had gotten off to. And then later that night, he was named as the replacement All-Star representative for Souris Valley in place of Caden Schwabe. And then all of a sudden, it makes it to the final round of the Home Run Derby. And here he is, a big part of the Sabre Dogs offense here as we enter the playoffs. So the next pitch is swung on and fouled, straight back. Count will hold. And no balls, 2 strikes. And just a really good teammate as well. Very humble, very mild-mannered. A lead-by-example type player. A guy that the team has definitely rallied around a lot. He's provided a lot of fireworks tonight, as he has this entire season. McGuire from the stretch. Here's his 0-2 delivery on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, smothered by the catcher, Menacee, for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Williams will stay in town after the conclusion of the season for Souris Valley, of course, playing for Minot State. And really hasn't left. We mentioned he was hurt with the rib injury and did go home to Alabama for about a week. But besides that, has basically been in Minot for ever since the start of his spring season back a few months ago. McGuire from the stretch. The 1-2 on the way. Swinging a hard ground ball on the ground to short. Picked up by Pete. He'll throw across the diamond. That's in time to retire a hustling Williams by a step. For out number 2, to third on the play goes Minor. He's at third base now with 2 outs, as that'll send up the 8th man to the plate of this inning. Here's the first baseman in Declan Buckle. He popped out to the pitcher, McGuire, his last time up. Looking for his first hit. Has reached base twice via a walk and a hit by pitch. He's also grounded out and popped out, as we mentioned. Good chance for an RBI while he's here. Would reach double digits if he picks up a base knock. Has 10 runs batted in on the year. So McGuire peers in from the first base side of the rubber, comes set at the belt. Here's his first pitch on the way. Fastball misses down, away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Outfield straight up, infield straight up as well. As McGuire steps onto the first base side of the rubber and peers in for the sign. Gunnar McGran on deck here, 16-0. Sabre Dogs, your score, bottom of the 6th. Next pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Due up for the Horseheads in the top of the 7th will be 4, 5, and 6. Menacee, Gonzalez, and Rodriguez. McGuire from the stretch. Kicks and tosses. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Big swing and a miss from Buckle. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got a pitch over the heart of the plate right there. It was hanging. Now McGuire's a strike away from getting out of this inning. McGuire from the stretch, first base side. Kicks and tosses, the 1-2 on the way. Fastball misses outside, goes to the backstop. Here comes Minor to the plate. He will score standing up. So a wild pitch brings around run number 17 to score for the Sabre Dogs, their 5th of this bottom of the 6th inning. As that now empties the bases here with 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Here with 2 down. Inning started with a walk to Breedwell, a single to Anderson, an RBI single from Suval, who pinch hit for Cooper. An RBI single from Greer, then an RBI double from Minor, who pinch hit from Moretto. Justice struck out swinging. Williams grounded out. Minor then scored on the wild pitch. Here we are, 2-2 the count, 2 down for Buckle. McGuire from the stretch, first base side. Kicks and delivers. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, right field, ranging in, and to his left is Rodriguez. He reaches out, can't get it, gets past him, and rolls all the way to the wall. Buckle on his horse. He's making the turn for 3. Rodriguez's relay back into the infield will not be in time as Buckle slides in safely with a triple here in the bottom of the 6th inning. His first knock of the night as he flies it past his college teammate in Martin Rodriguez down the right field line. So that's now 5 hits in this inning for the Sabre Dogs. 6 men have reached. Here comes the 9th hitter to the plate of this bottom of the 6th inning in Gunnar McGran. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles tonight. McGran ended the 5th, flying out to left. Looking to keep this 6th inning alive here. Lefty on left is McGuire. Just looking to get through this 6th inning. Again, pitchers trying to eat up innings for the Horseheads tonight. As the first pitch is a breaking ball that floats over the outside corner, strike one. No balls, 1 strike the count. McGuire digs back in from the first base side of the hill. Lefty on left. Comes set. Buckle takes his lead from third. Here's the 0-1 delivery on the way. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your line score tonight, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Casper. 16 runs, 15 hits, no errors for the Sabre Dogs here tonight. McGuire long looking to his catcher, and Menacee now comes set at the belt. Kicks and tosses. The delivery on the way is outside. Another ball, ball 3. Make that ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here with 2 down. On deck, Jared Breedwell. If McGran can reach, the Sabre Dogs will have batted around for the 2nd time tonight. Remember, they sent 11 men to the plate back in that 7-run 2nd inning. McGuire from the stretch. Next pitch is swung and it popped up the elevator chute. Second baseman Vega ranging towards the infield turf. He'll camp underneath this one to make the grab. Is that will retire the side. Sabre Dogs send 9 to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th, bring around 4 to score. They now lead it 16-0. Top of the 7th, back third of this ballgame coming up next as you're listening to Exhibition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Peace.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly.
Top of the 7th inning, welcome back. 17-0. Sabre Dogs your score. New arm in the game for the Sabre Dogs. Right-hander Kanan Morrow in relief of Eric Wallington, who finished the night with 6 innings of work, allowed 1 hit, struck out 12 batters along the way. For Morrow, this will be his 12th outing of the year. Make that 5th in relief, 6-3 record with a 6.8 ERA, 38 strikeouts at 32 walks, and 39 2/3 of an inning's work. We're joined by a special guest here in the top of the 7th inning, Steve Moretto. Now, Steven, we talked before the game. The plan was for you to come up here on your next day off, but of course, up by a plenty here in the 6th inning. Miklos pinch hitting for you, letting you rest the legs a little bit here. And the first thing you do is you come up here to the booth. That's some commitment right there.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier, so as soon as Miklos said, hey, Chase is going to hit for us, like, oh, I got to come up here and talk to my boy Max up top.
I love it. Was it in the back of your mind when you guys score 15 runs?
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking that, like, after my last at-bat, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get another at-bat here because Chase has been here for a while, and that double he just hit his last at-bat. It was only his 3rd at-bat of the summer, so kind of figured he's going to come in and get a couple at-bats in for him tonight.
No doubt about that. And again, what a way to reintroduce yourself back to Corbett Field as a team after being gone for 3 weeks. I mean, how good does it feel to be back after that long road trip?
So good. You have no idea. It was just the last road trip we just had was an absolute grind for sure, and just on the road every day, playing every single day. Like our last off day was actually July 5th, I believe. So just playing every single day and being on the road, not really sleeping in your own bed, and having to share a bed with another guy on the road too. It's just it's tough, but our guys did a really good job this trip, just grinding out every single day, grinding out every at-bat, every inning, whether it was offensively, defensively. So I don't know what our record was on our road trip, but we won quite a few games for sure.
Absolutely. Back-to-back series, then split the series in Sioux Falls as well. It's the 1-1 from Morrow swung and it's smoked into the gap in right center field. Anderson sprinting back towards the track. Looking up, this one's gone. Solo home run for Austin Menacee. his first of the year, as that puts the horses on the board for the first time tonight. 16-1 your score here in the top of the 7th inning. So not the start that Morrow was looking for. My goodness, was that one punched out to the gap in right center field. Got out in a hurry as Menacee leaves the yard for the first time this year. Let's talk about Eric Walling tonight. It was truly fantastic for the second straight outing. Struck out 12 batters, allowed just one hit for the second straight outing. And again, it seems like it's gotten better and better with every start for the left-hander. What did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, he just did a really good job of just getting ahead in counts early, and when he wasn't able to get ahead in counts and he was falling behind, he was able to locate fastballs, and he pitched really a lot off his fastball. They were late on a lot of heaters early on in counts and even late in counts too, so you just moving the fastball in, down, up, and they weren't able to catch up to except for that one line drive they had to left for the most part, pretty. But no, he was on one tonight for sure, and even in Grand Forks, like you said too, like last outing in Grand Forks too is one of the better pitching performances I think I've ever seen in my life, to be honest with you. He was just up there, and no matter what he threw, it felt like they had no shot at hitting it.
No doubt about that, and in Grand Forks was almost perfect. 7 innings, did not walk a batter, gave up one hit. It was a bloop double in the shallow right field.
Yeah, that was a miscommunication too between our second base and right fielder too. So really, for the most part, he pretty much threw no-hit baseball for 7 innings, 6 innings, 6, 7 innings.
Would you say he's the best hit pitcher that you guys have seen, just with your eyes visually, throughout the Expedition League this season?
He's got to be 6'5". We call him and Kirkpatrick the towers on the team. So no, just big, lanky from the left side too, and him and I heard Benton was working with him in his changeup, and he threw a couple really good changeups tonight actually that were able to get back into counts or punch guys out too, and yeah, he had all 3 pitches working tonight. Obviously, that fastball was working as well. So
no, that too, and something I've noticed. I'm sure a part of it was just the progression, coming into the summer ball after taking some weeks off. But he's been able to get through more times through the lineup. He's been able to get deeper through ball games, particularly starting on that start in Dickinson where he had the 4 no-hit innings and then got through the 3rd, 4th time through the lineup, got into the 6th struggle a little bit. And then that was almost the threshold for him where the back 3 starts we saw in western Nebraska, obviously in Wheat City, and then here tonight where things have been different. And is that the change of the 3rd pitch that has allowed him to get deeper in the ball games? Is it more poise? Have you seen anything different in those last 3 starts?
He's just been filling up the zone for the most part too. He's just the more efficient you can be on the mound, like the longer you can get into games, whether it's you get a guy 0-2 instead of throwing 2 pitches that aren't really very competitive. Like his last couple starts, he's done a pretty good job of like 0-2, okay, put the guy away on that 3rd pitch and do some sort of soft contact. Like he's getting after people in the box, and he's not messing around. He's not working behind a lot of counts. He's getting ahead for the most part. Just being able to fill the zone, and with his stuff, even if it's in the zone and guys are looking for it, he's got good stuff where he gets off the barrel a lot too and induces a lot of soft contact.
No doubt about that. Seems like it's tough to pick up out of his left hand as well.
He's almost like Chris Sale coming from the left side with tall, lanky, and kind of
absolutely. I don't know if you faced him a couple weeks ago. I know Drew Miller from the left side, but that lefty in Sioux Falls, I think it was Van Doren, who was stepping across his body, had that Chris Sale arm slot.
I never got to face him. There was a guy from the Spearfish that threw against Stone. He had a bit of a lower arm slot too, but he didn't throw as hard as Wallington was, so it was a little bit more comfortable in that.
Definitely, no doubt about that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Morrow's pitch of the way is a fastball, just misses inside, ball 2. 2-2, 17-1. Sabre Dogs, your score, 1 down, 1 on. Here in this top half of the 7th inning, 1 run in on the Austin Menacee home run, his first of the year. Of course, joined by Steven Moretto, 3rd baseman for the first 6 innings of this ball game. Broadcaster here for the top of the 7th. Now let's talk about your at-bats tonight. Had a couple of big base hits. How are you feeling at the plate today? Obviously, you had such a tremendous road trip, homering back-to-back games in Wheat City. And again, for you, I think coming back from the elbow injury, finding your timing once again, took you a couple of games to get it, but you've hit the ground running the last couple of weeks here. You've been slugging higher than anyone on this ball club. How have you felt the last couple of weeks?
Just super comfortable for sure. I feel like I have a pretty good plan in place right now, and the past couple games like at Spearfish and even tonight too, I kind of haven't stuck with my plan as much, or I'm kind of not as feeling as comfortable in the box, but these past 4 games I've just been really trying to just like compete as much as I possibly can in the box, and I didn't have the best series last series, but I was able to hit some balls hard, get some base hits, run a scoring position, drive some people in. So I think that's a big thing for me moving forward with my personal career. Just even when I know I don't have like my A stuff, because I'm tired. Like we're all tired, right? And
yeah.
Nobody feels that great after a 3-week road trip. So just know I don't have my A swing that day. Just trying my best just to compete every single pitch and just be ready to hit and just anything in that strike and just compete within the strike zone for the most part.
Absolutely. I think something cool, and I think we've talked about this before a little bit, something cool about this league and summer baseball in general is it does simulate, getting to play every single day. And there's positives to that and there's negatives to that. Obviously, you talked about the 3-week road trip and, of course, maybe getting or suffering through a little bit of fatigue. How have you been able to handle that? How has that helped you? How has that hurt you over the last few weeks and so?
It's a little bit different than your school college baseball season because maybe you play a midweek on Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that, and then for the most part, you're only really playing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you kind of can't get into a routine, or you get into a routine on the weekends, but it's like throughout the week, it's like, what are you doing to prepare yourself for those games? The thing I love about summer ball is that you wake up every day for the most part, and you know you're going to be playing a game that day.
Yeah.
So just kind of get into that routine of like, okay, what do I need to do to get myself in the best spot possible to be successful, whether it's going in to get a lift in the morning or whether it's hydrating before and after our game tonight to be ready for tomorrow or get enough sleep so you're well rested. Whatever it is, just kind of figuring out what kind of works for you and just sticking to it. Because I've been successful doing this and not letting other outside distractions stray you off of your plan.
No doubt. I think something really special about it too, especially in baseball. The cliche, baseball is a game of failures. The next pitch is swung and sliced down the left side on a play, strike one, 2-1. If you have a tough night, you go 0 for 4, strike out a few times, whatever. You have the very next day to pick yourself back up. Versus if you're even playing high school ball or college baseball, you might have a couple days off or something like that. Or even if you're playing a sport like football, you have a whole week to wait and recover and so forth. Is that a nice thing? Do you ever think about that when you have a down game where you have the next game less than 24 hours away to pick yourself back up?
Yeah, I feel like there's a saying kind of say flush it,
absolutely
forget what happened. I feel like in summer ball, I feel like it's a lot easier to do for sure because, like you said, you're playing pretty much every day, so you go 0 for 4 one night, you have 4 bad at bats, or you make a couple errors defensively, whatever it is for the most part. But that literally in less than 24 hours, you're gonna be put in a very similar spot or on the baseball field with a pitcher on the ball on the mound with the ball. And you get 4 brand new at bats or 5 brand new at bats, and you're gonna have more plays to make defensively. So I think it's just easier to forget things in summer ball compared to school ball because, like you said, the off time is the hard part, where you have a bad game and then you sit for 4 days and it's tough.
Definitely, absolutely. Canamaro strikes out. Herder looking to retire the side that will send us to the bottom of the 7th inning. You want to come in for another half?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, Steven Moretto, third baseman for the Sabre Dogs, will be back for the bottom of the 7th half inning. Your score, the Sabre Dogs 17, Horseheads 1. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
Life is all about moments, big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday Night Whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe.
Last of the seventh inning stretch put in the books here, 17-1. Sabre Dogs, your score. New pitcher on the mound for the Horseheads, Colton Bagshaw. We also have Chris Rodriguez coming into the game at first base, and Fabricus will move behind the plate in the spot of Medicine, who homered earlier tonight. First pitch on the way to Breedwell's upstairs, ball 1-0. Once again, joined by Steven Moretto, played the first 6 innings or so of this ball game at third base, picked up a hit and an RBI, a sacrifice fly as well. Steven, the playoffs are coming up here, and I know you're staying for them. Obviously, very exciting stuff for the Sabre Dogs, and especially after 3 weeks on the road, this fan base is super fired up for it. I can imagine you guys on the in the dugout as well are super excited.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. That coming back off that road trip, like we were all just super excited to get back to Minot. Like after we won that last game in Spearfish, we were all just super excited. Like we're almost there, boys. We just got one more drive to get back home, and no, we miss playing at Corbett. It's just the fans here, the atmosphere. I don't know if there's another atmosphere in this league that can compare to us. To be honest with you guys, people here are just super involved in the game with our games in between innings, and having the people like beside the dugout. Like there's people on the party deck to the right over here sitting in the tables, and like they'll be talking to players throughout the game. And no, it's this place is unbelievable for sure.
Absolutely, and that's what summer ball is all about. And I think the Minot faithful did a good job turning out this year. The 2-2 is outside ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So I know you have a lot of Summer League experience, Cape Cod League, Northwoods League. Have you ever been part of a postseason in the Summer League before? Because I know a lot of players will leave early and so forth. Have you ever been part of a postseason in summer ball?
Yeah, so when I was in the Cape, we won the regular season. So we were the number 1 seed going into the playoffs, and our head coach, Coach Trundy, he's been in the Cape Cod League for over 20 years when I was there, and he hadn't won a championship yet. He's one of the longest tenured coaches.
Okay.
He won the regular season several times, but I never won the championship. So we ended up winning the first 2 out of 3 series. We played another 2 out of 3 series, which is the semifinal, and we lost in the third game at the other team's park. So it was a bit of a heartbreaker. That was a really close team, and the guys on that team, we still have a group chat, and we still talk every once in a while too. So
that's awesome.
That was a bit of a tough loss after that summer, but no, like playoff baseball, whether it's at school or summer ball or honestly just playoffs in any sport, it's like adrenaline starts pumping a little bit more. The bats, every pitch starts to mean a little bit more. You know what I mean? And no, that's why you play. That's why you train in the off season, and that's why you go to your 6 a.m. lifts and your 7 a.m. conditionings in the middle of the week, and you also have classes to play playoff baseball and to play in big games and in big spots.
No doubt about that. And this Sabre Dogs organization's been around since the inaugural season in 2018. They've never made it to the championship round before. They've made it to the divisional round a couple of times. Mm-hmm. So how special would it be for you guys to get past through that threshold and have an opportunity to bring the first championship to this organization?
It'd be huge for sure. Like I was talking to some of the guys, and some of the guys were talking about maybe coming back next summer. And no, just if we're able to get it done this summer, it shows that like Sabre Dogs are one of the better organizations in this league. And I just think like all the guys within our dugout had set a pretty high standard for ourselves. And no, it'd be huge for us too, because we're out here battling every day, and we know the light at the end of the tunnel is almost there. But our job's not done yet. We won the first half, set the franchise record, I believe, with our win on Sunday.
Yep.
At Spearfish. So we've achieved some of the goals we've talked about a little bit, but job's not done yet for sure. We still got some work left to do.
For sure, as there's a 1-4 fielder's choice. Breedwell retiring the base bats. Anderson safe at first base. You mentioned the 41 wins. As I mentioned, you have an opportunity to go to the championship round for the first time here in Souris Valley Sabre Dogs history. You came to this ball club in early June, about 3 or 4 weeks late, and I feel like you've taken the role as one of the big leaders on this team, both literally on the field and in the dugout as well, as sort of a captain type of role. How has it been joining this team late? You know, the chemistry was sort of molded in a way already. You coming in and sort of taking that role. How's that been the last few weeks?
It was good. It was kind of hard coming in here. Like I didn't know anybody. The only person I kind of knew was Miklos, because I played in the Northwoods last summer, and he coached one of the other teams in our pod. So we played each other probably like 9 or 10 times last summer, and I played third, and he was the third base coach.
He almost gets hit right there.
Yeah, right on cue, huh? But no, I had a bit of a relationship with him, but other than that, I didn't know anybody on this team really. So coming in here, I kind of wanted to get off to a pretty good start. So, and I was able to walk in my first at bat, and then my second at bat, I remember I hit a 1-run or a 2-run double in the left field line. So, and then I made a diving play.
I remember that,
on the
right?
line drive.
Yeah.
It was actually with Wallington on the mound as well, with 2 outs, saved a couple runs. So, I was kind of fortunate to kind of get off on the right foot. My first game, it kind of cemented me with the team, and guys were like, okay, like, he's a new guy from California, D1 guy. Like, let's see if he can actually play, and was able to have a couple good at bats and make some plays defensively, and they're like, okay, this guy he fits in, and that was the biggest part with me. I wanted to fit in with the guys both on the field and in the locker room as well, and it wasn't hard. There's some of these guys on our team and in our dugout are just top-notch people, both baseball-wise, very talented and skilled, but off the field as well. They're just very down-to-earth, just good people for sure.
For sure, and you mentioned the people aspect of the game, and in baseball, it's a small world. You've played all around the country. How special is it and important for you to make connections with not only players throughout this entire league, but when you're playing around the country, getting to meet people, staying in touch with them, and sort of, almost getting the opportunity to cross paths with them at some time in the future?
Yeah, just everything in life, it seems like now comes down to like networking and just like it's all about who you know what I mean? And just like getting a connection with guys that just come from different backgrounds and just learning from the stuff that they've had to go through in their lives and like the type of people they are, and then coming here and like playing for Miklos, I should say, actually, because like one day I think I might want to get into coaching college baseball or pro ball, whatever it is, and Miklos has been around the game for a while, and one day I text Miklos saying, hey, like, I'm thinking about getting into coaching. Do you know anybody who I should reach out to, like stuff like that? And I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but there's definitely a relationship and a connection that me and him have. He just got hit in the head.
He did. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah.
It is the second time he's been hit in this ball game.
Yeah.
Good news is it got him right in the helmet, so he's okay. Exactly. Would not be good to lose him in the middle of that lineup.
No, that's for sure. But no, like I was saying, just meeting new people and learning from them, and just picking people's brains, whether it's about baseball or whether just about life in general. It's a super valuable experience playing summer ball and just getting to meet new people for sure.
No doubt about that. Once again, joined by Stephen Moretto, third baseman for the Sabre Dogs, has been such a star here for Souris Valley. I always say it, Stephen, if you showed up 2 weeks earlier, there's no doubt you're on that all-star team. So I think you represent all-star number 9 for the Sabre Dogs this year.
Thank you.
It's the first pitch on the way to Chase Miners, up and away with a fastball. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So you're going back to Sacramento next year, right?
Yes.
So is that an extra year of eligibility? Will this be your 5th year with them?
Yeah, so the whole COVID year, we only played 16 or 17 games, so I was able to get that year of eligibility back, which I was pretty happy about because now this past semester, I finished all the classes for my degree. And that was a huge part of me going to college was I wanted to go somewhere and finish off my schooling because at the end of the day, like you could be Mike Trout and be a first ballot, or Barry Bonds, or whoever, to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and by the time you're 40 years old, you're probably going to be out of baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like I needed some sort of. I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I was just thinking in my
head. Everyone has their own different philosophies and stuff, right?
I was just thinking like no matter how long I play baseball for, like I'm going to need some sort of education to fall back on. So for me, getting my college degree was the main reason I went to school, and baseball was kind of like a second. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a secondary
world
option
for you, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I wanted to go to school, get my degree, and I'm just grateful that I found a really good school in Sacramento State with good people, good coaches, and I was able to get my degree too. So I couldn't have asked for a better place to land for sure.
No doubt about that. And you're definitely in good shape moving forward, whether it's sticking on the field or moving on to coaching. Once again, joining us, Stephen Moretto, third baseman for the Sabre Dogs after playing 6 innings at third base, joined us for the 7th inning. Stephen, thank you so much. We'll have you on again before the season ends, no doubt about
most
that.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for having me. I love coming up here and just talking with you for sure.
Absolutely. Maybe a future in color commentating in the future for you.
Like a Vin Scully type of thing. Right?
Absolutely. You love to hear it. Top of the 8th inning coming up. All Sabre Dogs tonight, 17-1 your score.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886. This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings, vest up for some laser tag, or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a 15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Saber Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100%.
Top of the 8th inning. Last 6 outs remaining here for the Horseheads. It's going to be 9-1-2. Colton Bagshaw, the one-time DH. Now pitcher will lead it off here against Kane tomorrow. First pitch is fouled straight back, strike one. 0-1 the count. Last inning for the full 7th, we were joined by Steve Moretto, just a fantastic guest, talking to us about his baseball career, the SaberDog season, getting ready for the postseason as well. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and flown to the air, left center field. Anderson takes a couple steps back, now comes in. A little sit underneath this one to make the grab for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down for Morrow here in the top of the 8th inning. He's now retired 4 in a row, 2 of which via the strikeout. Top of the order coming up here for the Horseheads. Ray Kimura getting his first at-bat of the night after pinch running for Victor Vega back in the 6th inning after his walk. Vega, as we mentioned, his first at-bat, or I should say Vega tonight, through his first 3 plate appearances, was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. First pitch on the way to Kimura is swung on and missed, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. A lot of action tonight for the SaberDogs. 2 runs in the first, 7 in the second, 3 in the third, 5 in the 6th. 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 1 run for Casper came at the top of the 7th inning. That was the home run from Austin Menesi, who led off the ball game for Morrow with a shot out to right center. The 0-2 on the way. Fastball misses down and in, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morrow was able to bounce back after that, did walk a batter, but then set down the rest of the order 1, 2, 3. And then got Bagshaw to fly out to center. Morrow in relief of Eric Wallington, who was tremendous tonight. So the 1-2 is a fastball up and away ball 2. 2-2. Got a defensive substitution behind the plate. Trevor Gustafson now catching in the game for Taylor Justice, making his home debut after a lot of games on the road. So Trevor Gustafson, product of Minnesota Duluth, in the game now. As the next pitch is a fastball outside, ball 3. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So your line score, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for Casper, 17 runs, 15 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Morrow from the first base side comes set from the windup, twists and tosses the 3-2. Fastball misses up and away, 4-4. So after getting ahead with 2 strikes, Kimura is able to work the walk. So they'll bring up Kellen Pete to the plate. Updates around the league. The big one, the Big Sticks and Spuds. Big Sticks up 11-4 over Canyon County. That one in the top of the 4th inning over at Wolf Field in Caldwell, Idaho. Again, with a win tonight, the Big Sticks clinch the 2nd spot in the postseason for the Lewis Division. If they win tonight, they will face the SaberDogs in the postseason. Game 1 would be over at Astoria Field in Dickinson. Games 2 and 3, if necessary, would be here at Corbett Field. First pitch on the way to Kellen Pete is swung on and missed, strike 1, 0-1. Have a final over in Wheat City. Whiskey Jacks up 3-1 over the Sunfish. So they pick up the win over Sioux Falls. 0-1 from Morrow is swung on and lined over the head of the shortstop McGran in the left center field for a base hit. Alan Greer will get it back in. So first and second, 1 down. As that'll bring up Dylan Fabricus to the plate here. McGran now in the game at shortstop, moving over from second. It's Aaron Suval taking the place at second base. He came into the game as a pinch hitter for Justin Cooper a couple innings ago. So a couple of defensive substitutions. Dylan Fabricus, a good shot here to get some more runs on the board here for the Horseheads. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Flew out to right, struck out looking in the 4th, flew out to center in the 6th. So the first pitch is swung on a miss, gets away from Gustafsson to the backstop. Heading to 3rd goes Kimura. To 2nd goes Pete. That takes the double play out of order. No balls, 1 strike, 1 down. His time is now called. Looks like Gustafsson's going to now come out to the mound to talk tomorrow. They're going to rule this one a pass ball. Maybe a miscommunication, maybe a cross-up. This is the first time this year that these two have worked together. And it looks like they're going to call it a foul ball, excuse me. Someone shouted what sounded like pass ball, but it looks like they shouted foul ball. So back to second base goes Kimura, Pete to first. Again, at first it looked like it was a pass ball, but Fabricus must have gotten a piece swinging at it. So he digs back into the box here. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Morrow is down away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Austin Menacee, the catcher spot is due up on deck, but remember, Menacee is out of this ball game now. It'll be Chris Rodriguez's spot. The 1-1 pitch is swung and grounded to short, fielded by McGran. Goes to Suval at second for 1. His relay to first base across his body is overthrown, gets away from Buckle. Coming around to score now from third base is Kimura. That's the 2nd run of the night here for the Horseheads, making it a 17-2 ball game. Almost an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play ball instead of 6-4 fielder's choice. Will be an error on the second baseman Suval that allows Kimura to score. Tough play for Suval again. Had to throw across his body, was coming across the bag, and just spiked it and overthrew it well wide of the first base pillow to the right side of it, the right field side of it. Buckle made a good effort, could not get to it. So 2 outs now, 1 on, 1 in. Here's Rodriguez to the plate. No batting gloves tonight. Open stance on the right side. First pitch is swung on a miss, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Here with 2 down. He digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. The next pitch, swing and a miss. A loud pop from the mid of Gustafsson for strike 2. 0-2. For Rodriguez this year, he's played in 2 games, 0 for 5 with an RBI. Looking for his first knock into Sabre Dogs to make that a Horseheads uniform right here. Morrow from the stretch. Pauses at the chest. His 0-2 on the way. He's a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So for Morrow, this is his 5th relief outing. He got the start against Spearfish on July 30th. And again, it's been a couple of tough breaks for him in a couple of his last 3 outings against the Pioneers and Spearfish, where he's had to pitch on a travel day. The next pitch is spiked into the dirt, gets to the backstop. Heading to second base, standing up goes Fabricus. 2 balls, 2 strikes, here with 2 down. The hardest one was against the Pioneers, where the Sabre Dogs literally arrived in Gehring, Nebraska, just about 40-50 minutes before first pitch after a very lengthy 6+ hour bus ride. The other was against Spearfish, where the Sabre Dogs left that morning, arrived in Spearfish at just about 4 or 5 o'clock. So the 2-2 is inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it's been a couple of tough outings that have taken Morrow out of his routine, where he's had to spend the majority of the day sitting down on a bus, which of course makes it more difficult. The 1 start in between, which was on his normal routine, was his best of the year. 7 innings, no earned runs allowed. 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a 5-1 win over the Sunfish. So the next pitch on the way to Rodriguez is taken upstairs and in, ball 4. So he'll take first base, 1st and 2nd. 2 down now. So here comes Xavier Gonzalez, the 3rd baseman, to the plate. He's yet to record an official at-bat. 3 plate appearances, 3 walks, as he digs in from the right side. 4 outs remaining here for the Horseheads. Morrow kicks and fires. The first pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. For the Sabre Dogs in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they'll send up 4, 5, and 6. Gustafsson, Williams, and Buckle. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball runs down and in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes the count here with 2 down. Inning started with a fly to center off the bat of Bagshaw. Kimura walked, Pete singled. Fabricus grounded into a 6-4 fielder's choice. Rodriguez then walked. Here we are, 1st and 2nd, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down as the next pitch is on its way. It's a fastball over the heart of the plate, strike 1. 2-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and error for the Horseheads. 17 runs, 15 hits, and error for Souris Valley. Morrow kicks and fires. The 2-1 pitch is down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here. Center fielder Anderson ranging a couple steps towards right center. Greer a little bit deeper in terms of depth, about 20 feet in front of the track, and straightaway left field. 3-1 from Morrow on the way. He's a fastball in the inside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count here with 2 down. So both runners will be going On the pitch here, again, that's Rodriguez at first base, Fabricus at second. Ball put into the gap, likely scores 2. Morrow looking to get through a scoreless inning of work here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Make it the top of the 8th inning. He's already allowed 1 run. My apologies. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Punch out number 3 on the night for Morrow. Caps things here in the top of the 8th. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Trevor Gustafsson will lead it off for Souris Valley in his first home at bat when we return. You're listening to Exhibition League Baseball, live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday Night Whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the Sabre Dogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Hey SaberDog fans, fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pier Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there, fans. Corbett Field, 7:05. Dollar Hot.
Last of the 8th inning, 17-2 Sabre Dogs your 4. Trevor Gustafsson will lead it off here as the first pitch on the way is upstairs ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Gustafsson, this will be his 11th at-bat of the year, 1 for 10 through 4 games thus far. His home debut here tonight. It's the 1-0 pitch is a fastball that runs across the inside corner, strike 1. 0-1-1. So Bagshaw out for another inning of work after starting at the DH spot tonight. He turns, kicks, and fires. The 1-1 pitch on the way is a fastball inside and low ball 2-1. Gustafsson came into the game as defensive replacement for Taylor Joss just a couple innings ago, so this will be his first plate appearance of the night. Now it's seen a handful of substitutions as the Sabre Dogs have taken a large lead here. Next pitch, up and away with a fastball, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. 17-2, Sabre Dogs, your score, an offensive power show here tonight. As the 3-1 pitch is on its way, swinging a pop-up left side, out of play, strike 2. 3-2. Now, Ballard, today is August 3rd, so tomorrow will be the month anniversary of the 4th of July. I think the Sabre Dogs were a little bit late to the party with the fireworks here, 17 runs tonight.
Yeah, I wish we could see some fireworks out in center field tonight, but I guess we got them behind home plate instead, which is just as good.
3-2 runs inside to hit Gustafsson on the front elbow, so he'll try over to first base. Leadoff base runner on here with nobody out in this bottom of the 8th inning as I'll send up Jordan Williams to the plate. I mean, we've seen fireworks night in and night out here for the Sabre Dogs. Now, we haven't seen a blowout like this where the pitching is combined with the offensive side of things. It's a very well-rounded game for the Sabre Dogs tonight. But we've seen game after game where they've been continuing to be able to pace things offensively with 10-plus runs scored. Talked about earlier in the broadcast, about halfway through the season, half of their games they've scored 10 or more runs. It's the first pitch on the way to Jordan Williams. Is upstairs, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like we're seeing a pinch hitter here. I believe this is Kanan Morrow at the plate right now. So he'll dig into the box. The Sabre Dogs are burning the DH now, as Williams was the DH. So Kanan Morrow, the pitcher, getting the chance here. It's the 1-0 is upstairs, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. We talked to Morrow on the air a couple weeks ago. He was saying he could swing it. He was waiting for his chance. Alex Miklas has given him his shot right here. So he's got a hitter's count, 2-0. Let's see him get a fastball over the plate to drive. Bagshaw from the stretch. The 2 on the way is inside with a breaking ball that hits Morrow on the front hip. And you could tell he's upset. He wanted to swing it right there. Didn't even get to take the bat off of his right shoulder. So he'll jog over to first base. Back-to-back hitters hit by a pitch to open up this inning. The catcher and Fabricus will walk out to the mound now as that brings up Declan Buckle to the plate. And obviously just a breaking ball that slipped out, backed up, hit Morrow in the front hip. Again, the big moment this year for Sabre Dogs hitters offensively speaking was Jaden Beck over in Fremont about a month ago. In the 11th inning, hit a home run out to left center field to extend the Sabre Dogs lead from 12 to 11. Make that 12 to 13
Max,
to 15 to 12.
If I'm not, sorry to interrupt, but if I'm not mistaken, Jaden Beck also hit a home run in that All-Star game.
In the softball All-Star game. That's right. He was there. He was ready for it. He's got a lot of pop. We've seen him take BP before. He can swing it. It's the first pitch to Buckle, runs inside with a fastball, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. If we were to draft the pitchers on this ball club for a home run derby, I think Jaden Beck's the first pick.
Flotani. He's Shohei Flotani.
That is true. That is true. Bagshaw set from the first base side. Tosses the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, 17-2 Sabre Dogs. Your score here. Bottom of the 8th inning. First and second. Nobody out. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight here in Game 1 of this 3-game set here against the Horseheads as we conclude the final week of the regular season. 2-0 pitch. Fastball. Top of the zone. Middle of the plate. Strike 1. 2-1. Who are you taking behind Jaden Beck, though? We can't use any two-way players. No Jared Breedwell. No Aaron Suval. Who's your second pick?
I'm going to...
Next pitch up on the way, ball 3, 3-1.
I might believe Caden, that he can swing it.
All right, you're trusting the words of Kanan Morrow.
But I think Declan Harper.
Okay. Wow, pulling that one out of your back pocket.
Declan Harper might be the guy that might surprise you.
3-1 swing and a foul straight back. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We saw Sean Hickey get a handful of at-bats earlier this summer. Kyle Bratzett got an at-bat, and unfortunately he struck out. So out of all the opportunities they've gotten, really the only time we've seen something special happen was Jaden Beck. And I think that makes up for it. The home run, that was probably the craziest moment the Expedition League has seen this season. So the next pitch to Declan Buck, taken up and in, ball 4.
One guy I would like to see get an at-bat is Matt Jackson.
Okay.
I just want to see him, this long, lanky body, get up there. Because we've seen him hit BPs, hit some one-hoppers to the wall. He's got a swing.
Let's see it happen.
He's got an aggressive swing, so that would be exciting to watch.
I would love to see that happen. How about we get you an at-bat?
I don't know about that. I'll wear one.
You'll wear one for the team?
I'll wear one. I'm more of an on-base guy.
All right, I like that. You take one for the team.
Necessary.
Hey, I mean, Jaden Beck right now is slugging 4,000, an on-base percentage of 1,000, OPS of 5,000. So if you go up there to take one pitch, you are leading the league in on-base, tied with Jaden Beck. Meeting at the mound after back-to-back hit batters and then a walk to Declan Buckle. The bases are loaded here with nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Sabre Dogs have a chance to hit 20 runs on the board for the second time this year against this Casper Horseheads ball club. Here's Gunnar McGrand at the plate. He's 2 for 5. First pitch on the way is a fastball well upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. McGrand has picked up 2 hits tonight, a single in the second, single in the 4th inning as well. Popped out to second to end the 6th inning after the Sabre Dogs sent 9 batters to the plate and brought around 5. 1-0 pitch. Fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. No one currently warming up in the Horseheads bullpen. Looks like a right-hander starting to walk atop of the mound, not throwing yet. His bags up from the line, tosses the 2-0. Fastball runs up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count. For the Horseheads in the top of the 9th inning, where they'll be down to their final 3 outs, they'll send up 6, 7, and 8 in their lineup. Martin Rodriguez, Kyler Halverson, and Brandon Hester. Next pitch, misses, and that'll be ball 4. So a walk to McGrand, back-to-back walks, 4 free passes handed out by Bagshaw. That'll force Gustafson to score from third base. So an RBI for McGrand, his first of the night, his 7th of the year. Here's Jared Breedwell with a chance to put a punch into his RBI total. He's driven in one tonight. That was a 6-4 fielder's choice in the second. Now Ballard, as always, we have our post-game interview, player of the game. So many options tonight. I think the front runner is Eric Wallington. It's the first pitch is up and in, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Taylor Justice has had a good night as well. Hitting his first home run in the Sabre Dogs uniform, drove in 5 runs. Who are you going with for player of the game?
I'm going to go with Eric Wallington. He has been so consistent his past 4 or 5 starts for the Sabre Dogs.
1-1, swinging a line, drive left center field. That's down for a base hit. Morrow will score right behind him. Buckle to third goes to McGran. To second, standing up with a 2-run RBI double is Jared Breedwell. Sabre Dogs, for the second time this year against the Horseheads, third time in total, have hit 20 runs. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, you can credit Breedwell with his second and third RBIs of the night. He now has 12 on the season. Here comes head coach Scott.
Schweitzer special, Max.
One away from the Schweitzer special. That is right. Here comes head coach Scott Stover out to the mound. He's going to bring in his center fielder and Kyle Halverson to pitch. Second and third, nobody out. Reese Anderson, the center fielder, due up for Souris Valley when we return. 20-2, Sabre Dogs, your score. We'll be right back after this quick break as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, second and third, nobody out. Halverson into the game from center field to pitch now. Here's the pitch to Reese Anderson. He's down away with the fastball, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runs coming around to score just a couple moments ago on the 2-run double from Jared Breedwell. So the Sabre Dogs have scored 20 runs here tonight. As the 1-0 was swung and chopped on the ground, wide of third, sliding stop by Gonzalez, gets to his feet, throws to first base. It's now dropped by Rodriguez at first. Safe is Anderson. Coming around to score is McGran. Run number 21 on the night for the Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That'll likely be an E1 on the first baseman, Chris Gonzalez, making it an E3, as this ball did look to hit the ground, tried to almost smother it with his body. Again, almost handcuffed him, as I believe he thought it was going to hit the ground and almost had to pick it. So Anderson safe at first base. First pitch on the way to Aaron Suval is down away for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes the count. So 21-2 your score. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. An RBI for Anderson, his first of the night, now has 10 on the year. First pitch is swung and it's sky to the air, shallow center. Pete, the shortstop, going out, will make way to the center fielder, who will camp underneath this one to make the grab for out number 1. So there's the first out of the inning here. Here comes the 8th man to the plate here for the Sabre Dogs, and Alan Greer. Greer having quite a night so far, has yet to be retired, has reached base in all 6 plate appearances. This has to be a single-season record for the Sabre Dogs. This is his 7th plate appearance of the night, yet he's only 2 for 2. Both of those hits, RBI singles. First pitch on the way is down away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Halverson, a position player pitching the game here. If you remember back to that 23-1 win over Casper a couple months ago, A lot of those runs were scored in the ninth inning against the position player as well, as this pitch is swung and laced into the gap in right center field. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Breedwell to third, goes Anderson. Greer digging for two. He'll slide in safely, an RBI double. As Alan Greer picks up RBI number 3 on the night, number 48 on the year. Brings in Breedwell from second base. Anderson gets to third. 22-2 your score. 5 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sabre Dogs lead it by 20 runs. As here comes the 9th man to the plate in Chase Minor. Really simple approach there by Greer. Halverson obviously not trying to blow anyone away here. A position player just trying to throw balls over the plate. Greer staying short and simple, lining a double into the gap in right center. As the first pitch to Chase Minor is swung on a chop down the third base side and foul. Strike one, no balls, 1 strike. Minor picked up a double and an RBI back in the 6th inning. Laced a ball down that third base line to pick up his first hit in a Souris Valley uniform. Time now called as the left fielder Herder has to go dig out that ball. That initially rolled into foul territory, hopped back out. So the Sabre Dogs record for runs scored this year is 23, like we mentioned. Run number 23 at third base and Anderson, run number 24 at second, and Greer would break their record they set this year. The 0-1, swinging a soft bounding ball to third, fielded on the hop by Gonzalez, picks it up, steps across, throws to first base. This is in time to retire Minor for out number 2. Coming around to score from third is Anderson. That makes it 23-2. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sabre Dogs have matched their season high in runs scored. Credit Minor with an RBI, his second of the night, his second of the season as well. Sabre Dogs have batted around now. Here's Trevor Gustafsson. Out for his second at-bat of the inning, led it off with a hit by pitch. Came around to score as well on the bases loaded walk from McGran. Greer at second base represents run number 24. The first pitch is down away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Gustafsson looking for his first RBI in a Sabre Dogs uniform, now 1 for 10 on the young season. 1-0 is swung on and lined in the left field. That's down for a base hit. Herder will play on a hop, now bobbles. Holding at third is Greer. As Herder gets it back in, the pitcher will cut it off. So a single for Trevor Gustafsson. His first here at home in a Sabre Dogs uniform. He's now come to the plate 2 times in this inning. Has reached both times. Here comes Kanan Morrow to the plate. So after all that, after getting hit by a pitch, Morrow's going to get another shot here. First and third, 2 down. Let's see Morrow pick up an RBI right here. Help himself out. How awesome would it be if the record-breaking 24th run was driven in by a pitcher? First pitch, fastball, outside corner, strike 1. 0-1. As we mentioned, Morrow was hit by a breaking ball on his front hip. Came around to score later in that inning on the 2-run double from Breedwell. Behind 0-1, Halverson from the stretch. The pitch in the way, swing and a miss. Big rip from Morrow for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So you have the position player facing the pitcher here. A little bit of a role reversal. As Morrow digs out of the box, readjusts those batting gloves. This is a big moment for him. Has the shin guard on even, the white batting gloves. He's dressed up for this plate appearance right here. 0-2 on the way. He's up and away with a fastball, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Greer at third. Gustafsson at first base. Morrow, the 11th batter to come to the plate in this inning. Second time this ball game the Sabre Dogs have sent 11 batters to the plate. Last was in the second. Next pitch, fastball taken upstairs, ball 2. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 23-2, Sabre Dogs, your score. Bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 of this 3-game set between the Horseheads and the Souris Valley. Second series that these two have met each other this year. The 2-2 on the way is a fastball, down away ball 3. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 down, so Gustafsson will get ahead, start at first base. Greer, meanwhile, stands 90 feet away at third. Runner goes, payoff pitch, swing and a pop-up, straight back, foul out of play. Count will hold at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And if I'm correct here, I believe Kanan Morrow has some family in the crowd tonight, so they get to see him pitch in relief and get to see him take an at-bat here. Trying to give them a little treat. Taylor Justice also in front of the family tonight, hit a home run back all the way in that second inning. Runner goes again, the 3-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Held on by the catcher in Fabricus, as that will retire the side. Sabre Dogs bring around 6 runs to score here in the bottom of the 8th inning, send 11 men to the plate. We get to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Horseheads down to their final 3 outs. Your score, the Horseheads 2, Souris Valley 23. Welcome back to Corbett Field. Top of the 9th inning. Last chance here for the Horseheads. They trail by 3. Jackson Kirkpatrick on the bump here for the Sabre Dogs. Out for his second outing of the week. Last pitched in Spearfish a couple nights ago. Went 2 innings, allowed 2 runs, a hit, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Did pick up the save in what was a 13-11 Sabre Dogs win. So a 1-1 record for the tall right-hander. 9.15 ERA. 29 strikeouts to 26 walks through 19 2/3 of an inning's work. As they look to slam the door on this ball game tonight, Martin Rodriguez, the right fielder, will lead it off. Kirkpatrick kicks and fires. The first pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Taking a look at some of the scores around the league here. Big Sticks up 12-6 over the Spuds, top of the 6th inning. Again, if the Big Sticks win that ball game, they clinch a postseason spot to face these Sabre Dogs in the divisional round next week. 1-0 pitch, swing and a pop-up straight back out of play, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, of course, not a save situation here for Kirkpatrick. Currently hoisting a 21-run lead. The second largest lead for the Sabre Dogs this year, just behind their 23-1 win over Casper a couple months ago. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. His 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul, straight back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Game 2 of this 3-game set will get underway tomorrow. 7:05 first pitch for the middle game as the Horseheads look to get back in this one. With a win tonight, assuming the Sabre Dogs hold on to it, they would add on to their record single-season win total, moving from 41 to 42. The 1-2 on the way. Swing a comebacker off the shin of Kirkpatrick. Rolls to the right side of the infield and into right field for a base hit. Jared Breedwell will get it back in. Not the start that Kirkpatrick was looking for as this ball was stung right back up the box. Grazed off of what looked like the shin area of Kirkpatrick. Either way, it will be a hit for Rodriguez. He's now 1 for 4 tonight. 4th hit collectively for the Casper Horseheads. Here's Kyler Halverson. He's looking to put the ball in play for the first time tonight. A silver sombrero for him. 3 strikeouts. 2 swinging, 1 looking. As Kirkpatrick looks for another ground ball right here. This time to one of his infielders to turn 2 and erase that leadoff single. He's sat first base side of the hill. Rodriguez not being held on at first with this large lead. The first pitch is swung on and found into the glove of Gustafsson for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Your run scoring summary tonight. 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th for the Horseheads. The big one, a home run from Medici for Casper back in the 7th. So Rodriguez takes a big lead. He'll take second. Pitch on the way is a breaking ball for a strike, 0-2. Rodriguez will get there without a throw, so that'll be a defensive indifference. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. For the Sabre Dogs, a very busy scoreline tonight. 2 in the first, 7 in the second, 3 in the third, 5 in the 6th, 6th in the 8th. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. Here's his 0-2 delivery on the way. Fastball misses down, low ball, 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Halverson now the pitcher tonight after starting in center field. Kirkpatrick from the first base side settles at the chest. Here's his 1-2 delivery on the way. Breaking ball right over the inside corner for strike 3. Good front door pitch. Kirkpatrick picks up strikeout number 1 of the night. Out number 1 as well. Here at the top of the 9th inning, Horseheads now have 2 outs to work with here as Brandon Herder, the left fielder, will come to the plate. Herder did not start this game. It was Owen Christie who did not record a plate appearance after getting hurt in the 2nd inning, laying out for a ball. Herder came into the game, singled in the 3rd inning in the first at-bat for an 8-hole hitter tonight for Caspers. The first pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So 8 and 9 due up here against Kirkpatrick as he looks to get through this inning. Rodriguez takes his lead from second base. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. His 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Herder late on that one. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So, assuming this lead holds, which is more than likely, Wallington is in line for what would be win number 4 on the year. 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. For the Sabre Dogs had the day off yesterday, so the pitching is well rested. And again tonight, Morrow going 2. Kirkpatrick 1 here in the 9th inning. Wallington 6. They're in good shape for tomorrow and the rest of the week as well. 2-1. Swing a line drive left field. That's down for a base hit. Rodriguez going to get the wave around. Alan Greer will get the throw back in now. Stopping at third is Rodriguez. He got the late wave, but he decided to hold. So a single for Herder. His 2nd of the night. He's now 2 for 4, both on a line to left field the other way. 1st and 3rd, 1 down. Here comes Colton Bagshaw out of the plate. He's at first base after DHing the night. The Horseheads burnt that DH, brought him in to pitch for a couple innings. And then eventually Halverson So righty on right here. Ground ball double play away from winning this one are the Sabre Dogs. Kirkpatrick's first pitch on the way is a fastball on the outside corner, strike one. No balls, one strike. 25 combined runs tonight from both ends. 23 for Souris Valley, 2 for Casper. 23 combined hits, 18 for Souris Valley, 5 for Casper, and 3 errors, 2 from the Horseheads, 1 from the Sabre Dogs. 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Good fastball from Kirkpatrick, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes as he finds himself well ahead here. Kirkpatrick peers for the side. Started with the tall 6'6" left-hander out of Carolina. Ends with the tall 6'6" right-hander out of Carolina. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Kirkpatrick sets down Bagshaw on 3 pitches. That's his second strikeout. Went up and out of the zone and was able to get Bagshaw to chase. So 2 down. Sabre Dogs an out away from win number 42. Here's Ray Kimura to the plate, up for his second plate appearance of the night. First pitch, fastball misses upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Our post-game interview tonight will be Eric Wallington, the player of the game. There were a lot to choose from. Wallington, however, tossing a gem this evening as the 1-0 pitch is on its way. Breaking ball drops over the center of the plate, strike 1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Through back-to-back outings now, he's combined 13 innings. He's allowed just 1 hit in each of those 2 outings, 2 in total combined. And has struck out 26 batters in that span. 14 last week, 12 tonight. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. His 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here with 2 down. It is also 3 straight quality starts for him, starting with his start in Gehring a couple weeks ago. Ranging to here, what a way to close out his season. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Late hack from Kimura, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 down. Souris Valley a strike away. Big crowd on hand tonight, just about 650. Souris Valley Sabre Dogs faithful here in the ballpark tonight have been treated to a masterpiece. They all rise to their feet, clapping their hands as Kirkpatrick sets just above the chest. The 2-2 on the way. Fastball just misses outside, ball 3, real close spot. Count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So on first base, Herder will get a head start. 23-2, Souris Valley top of the 9th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Kirkpatrick from the stretch. Runner goes. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as that'll put the finishing touches on a dominant, overpowering victory for Souris Valley as they win by a final score of 23-2. They match their season high in runs scored with 23, both of which against these Casper Horseheads. The win goes to Eric Wallington. He's now 4-1 on the year. Sabre Dogs move to 42-18, 20-9 in the second half. They've won 3 in a row. Meanwhile, the Horseheads fall to 17-42, 9-20 in the second half. A mere image of Souris Valley, and they have now lost 1 in a row. That snaps their 2-game winning streak. Eric Wallington, your player of the game after 6 innings, allowing no runs on a hit, striking out 12 batters. He'll be up at the booth with us for the post-game show in just a couple of moments. Once again, the Sabre Dogs win 23-2. Eric Wallington, our post-game interview, coming up next. Welcome back to Corbett Field here with our player of the game, 23-2 win for the Sabre Dogs. Our player of the game, an easy one, Eric Wallington, 6 innings, 1 hit allowed for the second consecutive start, 12 strikeouts. Tell me, how have you been feeling these last 2 starts? You've struck out 26 batters in your last 13 innings of work, have allowed just 2 hits in that span. What has it been? Has there been an adjustment? How have you been feeling the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I've definitely made adjustments every outing, and I've just been stringing them together and figuring out what I need to do every outing. And every time I go out, I just think of what I did that I need to fix. And these last 2 outings, I've been gotten it pretty dialed in, and I think I did pretty well. And just want to keep stringing it together, and it's been really good these last 2 outings.
No doubt about that. Now, for you, your progression's been interesting this year. Your first couple outings going only 2 or 4 innings. Again, just trying to ease you back into the summer season. And here, your last 3 starts, all of them have been quality starts, starting in Gehring, Nebraska, where you've been able to get deeper in the ball games.
Yeah.
What's that been like? How have you been changing your approach to hitters and so forth that's allowed you to get deeper into ball games?
Oh yeah, it's been a really good adjustment. So early on, I was just trying to get used to being a starter again, getting used to the load, and had to start off pretty slow so that my body could get used to it. And then as we got deeper, I started to learn how to throw to both sides of the plate better, and started getting ahead on batters and keeping my pitch count lower, letting batters put it in play, let the defense work. And as I started doing that, I was able to go deeper in games, limit the walks down a little bit. Sometimes they get up there, sometimes a few times, but other than that, I've just been able to really put it in the zone and execute pitches the way I want to, and it's worked out in my favor recently.
Have you had a stretch like this ever before in your pitching career?
Not since high school, really. This has been the best I've strung together since I got into college ball, so it's hopefully we can keep doing it.
Tonight, your last start in a Sabre Dogs uniform. How special has this summer been, and how awesome is it for you to end the season this way?
The summer's been great. I've loved this experience here. I've had a great time. It's helped me get a lot better with what I want to do, and I mean, it's going to be tough leaving the place. Love every one of the guys. Coaches are great. It's been a really great experience, and I had a blast all summer.
Absolutely. And then lastly, back home after about a 3-week road trip, about 700 people on hand tonight. How special was it to be back at Corbett Field here for your final game?
So much better. I love it. I love playing here. It's such a good atmosphere. It's electric. And I mean, just playing here for the last game was good to have fun in front of the fans and show them a good game.
Love to hear that. Once again, Eric Wallington, 13 consecutive innings to end his season, striking out 26 batters, allowing just 2 hits in that span. Back-to-back wins. He finishes the season with a sub-2.5 ERA and a 4-1 record. Eric, thank you so much. Good luck with everything in the future. That's going to do it all for us here at the Sabre Dogs tonight. We'll be right back at it tomorrow for Game 2 of this 3-game set. 7:05 as the Sabre Dogs play the Casper Horseheads.